Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday to you lovely people. Grumpy Fluffy Bunny, Sullivan, Shelby Kim, Mac Attack, Ard, Lily, Sliced Edie, Glass Diamond, Fondue, Indy Tarot, 10KD, Sweep Daily Win, goodbye Kyle, Gen X, Mavi, Panda Pondu, good to see you, girl. Remy, tart as fuck, grow 600 pounds, and meet Dr. Now. Andy, Remy, Megan, let's see. I saw a Putty Tat, love your name. Carrie, hello. Blarby, Remy, Acid Girl Art, hello, hello. I've seen you in chat this morning. Seattle Sapphire's Low Carb World, Jersey Girl, Jerry, good morning. Jerry says, morning, yeah, but she's so moving to Syria. Yes, if you haven't voted yet, we have the poll going in the chat. We're going to leave it there for quite some time. I know there was a slight time change this morning. Sorry about that. I had to take Ray to a physical and we got done a little bit early. So I thought, why not start early? Because I have a feeling this one's going to be a long one. Hey, KK, Batter, hello. Nancy, good to see you. Troy, Seashell, Cindy, Taz, Tina S. Hello, Ink Girl. Good to see you. Foxy Roxy says audio is crystal clear, unlike FFG's audio. Yesterday was a complete shit show. Oh my goodness. We have so much to talk about today, so much to go over. As the title gives it away, we are going to be covering just a small little bit of Frenchie stream from yesterday, because what the fuck was that? Can anybody tell me exactly what kind of expose? She's so bad at this. Sweet girl, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Hello, Ard. Good to see you. Good morning. You almost got me, Yabba. I was out there filming for my garden channel. Oh my goodness. Lucky I finished early. Sorry about that, girl. Evil Angel, hello. Mew, good to see you. Street Carp, hello, hello. That was really something to witness, wasn't it? Co-Blue, so she got the community. Let's start there. Okay, because I know you guys are excited to cover Chantel's shenanigans from yesterday. Before we get into her video, I want to do somewhat of just a little refresher, if you will. So I got a few different clips we're going to start out with, since Frenchie wants to call people liars and say how certain people, and this is not to defend Teardrop Turdy by any means, okay? But when you are a known liar and you yourself have been exposed for some of the most vile shit in this community, the just the absolute audacity. Shelly Ray Girl, thank you so much for gifting 10 the YouTube Underground memberships. Let's see who got them. Batter, Jersey Girl, the Creepy Chick, Julie the Goonie, COVID Hermit, Patsy Stone, Maybelline Queen, Bubbles in Cheek, and Taz, Tina S. Welcome. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot somebody. Chucky Love. Welcome, welcome, all new members. A word from our sponsor. Pickle, go ahead.
Even in a pickle.
Yes.
You've got the perfect blend of spice and sweetness.
Thank you for that. And that was for you, Shelly Ray. Appreciate you. All new members, feel free to use your custom emojis in the chat. Hey, Creepy Chick. Hey, Kiva. But let me go ahead and just play just a couple of clips as a refresher from a known liar and scammer in the community. Let's start with this classic, shall we?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, French fried girl, do you got a camera?
No, I don't.
So you're not going to turn it on? Okay. All right.
I literally don't.
So everyone.
Of course, we're going to start out with my favorite, when Frenchie went on the Low Cow podcast and she told everybody in 2025 that she did not have a camera. Well, there's lie number one. Now, these next clips going forward, I need you guys to remember, go back through your notes, look at everything that you have highlighted. These clips were actually after BBJ was put down. Remember, as you hear the audio, because of course there's no video in these clips, and as Frenchie goes on and speaks as if BBJ is alive and well, she is on her mantle. Okay. She is smoking, double fisting cigarettes while BBJ has been cremated and she is being kept on her mantle. Go ahead.
But since she just reminded me, y'all, our gift for BBJ for Christmas this year, you know those things they make for cats and it's like a fish and the tail flops around? Okay, so it's one of those, but it's like an updated version of that. It's a shark. It's a big shark and the whole thing flops around on the floor and you can take the whole thing like apart and take the motor out and stuff so you can wash the actual like shark piece of it. You know what I mean? Like the exterior can just be thrown into a washing machine, and it's got this like big motor thing with this big motorized tail that you shove in and you charge it with a USB. It is the cutest fucking thing. So I hope she really likes it. Don't tell her what we got her till tomorrow.
No, I'm in Canada.
And I didn't have wrapping paper with cats on it, but I had wrapping paper with dogs on it. So I wrapped it over. When I dropped it over at my friend's house, who has BBJ, you know, I wrote sorry on the fucking wrapping paper. So when the cat reads it, she'll know it was no hate. It was just, I don't fuck with cats like that. I don't have cat wrapping paper, but I have dog wrapping paper because that's what I wrap the dog's Christmas presents with. Don't judge me.
Well, I guess there's nothing to worry about as far as letting the cat know what the plan was for her Christmas gift because the cat was dead at that time. Crazy, isn't it? So listening to Frenchie expose Teardrop, yes, if we are to be believed that what she is saying is even true, because of course there were no receipts provided, there were no email exchanges when this person contacted the animal control and had this alleged conversation with them about the kittens in Teardrop's care and all the other animals in their home. No emails, no proof, no nothing. But even if we are to be believed that this is true, right? So the animal control told this anonymous person that there were no kittens and that Teardrop's cats were spayed and neutered. And you're the one exposing that information when you sat there and you were talking like a cat that was supposed to be rescued was still alive, collecting donos and talking about Christmas presents. You were the person to do that, right? Hey, KK, can't lie about something like this by accident. FFG had 10,000 chances to tell the truth and didn't tell that even when her brother outed her. Shaking my head. Not only that, she continued to lie to the community to the point to where she was forced to somewhat be truthful and admit that, yes, BBJ was no longer alive and that she had been put down. And she promised to circle back around and give the community a date of when BBJ passed away. And still to this day, we as the community that deserves this information has still not received that. We're waiting. It's been almost a year. Maybe it has been a year at this point since she's been exposed. And we still have not got that information. KK, thank you for the support, hon. I think we have one more here. Let's see what this one is.
How can anyone allow an animal to suffer like that? I don't know. You have to be a special kind of sick fuck, in my opinion. It's not our problem anymore. I suppose the only good thing, I don't want to say good, but it's like merciful that Timbit's not around anymore. Timbit's not suffering anymore. Sam, like, we don't know what was Sam's like status when Sam was, I want to say rescued too out of that living condition. We don't know what was going on with Sam, but Sam is rescued and living better. And I mean, I can't attest for BBJ. Bitch is fucking thriving and we all know it. Speaking of BBJ, what I was trying to work on before the stream, and I'm about to, when we end the stream, go right back to it. I think I have figured out the way to do these calendars. You know, we had been talking about making a BBJ calendar.
The BBJ calendar. BBJ is thriving. According to her brother, the cat had been dead when that clip was recorded. There's one more. This was after it was exposed about the BBJ and people were trolling her.
FFG, can we pause a second, talk about other stolen cats in this community? Okay. Where's BBJ? Living her best fucking life since the day that she was rescued from Chantal. And it's not a stolen cat. She gave her away. And you're a fucking idiot who just wasted $5, cloppy dumbass. Thanks.
No, Annie is not okay. So let's get into the stream, guys, so we can move on to Chantel. I feel like it's super important to cover this because this involves our entire community. Everybody was so invested in this story only to find out the sad ending that really happened to BBJ. Fast forward all this time later, this motherfucker has the audacity to come online and expose somebody else for not animal abuse, not animal neglect. According to her, it's the exact opposite of that, which again is kind of weird. Our Foodie Beauty, hello. So I couldn't find anyone that streamed that sniped Big Sig, so I watched some of it on the tell. Foodie Beauty said something about her scamming people to make money off BBJ. This bitch said she never scammed anyone. Still not gonna admit it. Our Foodie Beauty, thank you for being a member for 29 months. Appreciate you, girl. Not shocked. KK says, stop playing that. You know, Annie ain't okay. Annie is definitely not okay, and you can hear it. You can hear, as bad as those clips sound, in the way that she sounded in those clips, listen to what she sounds like present day. If you haven't taken a listen recently, oh my God. KK, thank you for the support. So this is yesterday in the expose of the one, the only Teardrop. Ladies and gentlemen, what is Annie going to expose? The title of the video is Teardrop's Weird Web of Lies Exposed, without receipts, by the way. And I feel like that's pretty important. Go ahead, Frenchie. You have the floor.
It's Friday. It's August. It's the hottest balls period of the summer that I love so much. We are here together to talk a little shit, talk a little cheese, talk a little bums, and expose Teardrop. Dun, dun, dun. For the absolute weirdo that she is. Guys, I've known this T, if you want to call it T, for a few days now, and I still cannot wrap my fucking brain around any of this shit, okay? We are going to get into it. I have blue-balled the group, for a couple days now with this, and I said I wanted to wait till we were on YouTube. Just things tend to spread a little further when they're set on YouTube versus on Kick, I've noticed. And I wanted to make sure that everybody who, you know, has interest in this section of
Yes, it definitely sounds like she's been double fisting the cigarettes for sure.
girl world gets a chance to hear what a baffling freak Teardrop truly fucking is. Just wow is all I can say. Miss Mountain Lion, thank you for being a member, girl. It's your pre-birthday weekend. Happy pre-birthday weekend to you. Enjoy it, girl. You're buckled in? Good. It's better that you're sitting down for this, because at the end of what I'm about to tell you, you're going to be left with questions in your own head, and you're going to see how just psychotic this person truly fucking is. Ash Marie, thank you for being a member, girl.
I mean, call me crazy, but pretending to rescue a cat, pretending to have a cat that is dead and gone, setting on your mantle one of your biggest, if not the biggest enemy in your life, and you have their cat dead as dead on your mantle, double fisting cigarettes, telling the community that said cat is alive and well, might be the most psychotic thing I think I've heard on the internet to date. Sullivan, hello, hello. All I hear is a honking of a clown's nose. Banger, thank you for the support, hun. Appreciate you. Hold on. Let me get that off the screen.
For French fries and the mods, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Before we get into it, hold on. Beakerly, thank you for the super chat, girl. I'm getting my nails done and literally brought AirPods to listen to this. Nice. Enjoy the little pampering time. Love that. Worse than what we already knew. Well, it's got to do with what we already know, but it puts everything we already know into question. And by question, I mean, there's been lying going on, and I can't wrap my head around this. We're going to get into that in just a second. Before we do, let's take a look. Chantal was live, of course, right before we came live. It's what we're going to be. And her playing Vic, but Teardrop is sick. Why are they coming after Teardrop? Remember that that's the same group of people who have been coming for Tracy, Tracist, I mean, listen, I don't give a shit about Tracy.
You do realize that these people are viewers. Like, Turdy doesn't even have a channel. I could have seen you bringing this information, maybe and mentioning it in passing on your channel, or maybe it could have been a community tab post. But to make an entire dedicated stream to a viewer of Foodie Beauty, I think we're all on the same page. That somebody like Teardrop, somebody like Tracy, any of the Beezers, like actual supporters that aren't trolls. I know people question whether or not that Turdy is a troll. Who knows? They're all a little unhinged. They're all a little crazy, right? I just don't see the need. If there was something really, really big behind this, maybe it's like some really psycho shit that had happened, but I just can't see the need to dedicate an entire stream to finding out that Turdy does not have abused kittens, that her cats are fixed. But you got to think about the whole situation. Like, Frenchie's channel has completely fucking tanked. Once upon a time, she was the big dog in the community, getting 3,000 to 4,000 live viewers, according to her, right, per stream. That's not the case present day. So any kind of drama, you know, any kind of information that she has been given, whether or not she can confirm that it's true, she's going to do whatever she can do to get some smoke on her channel again. Hello, Street Carp. Thank you so much for gifting 20 the YouTube Underground memberships, girl. Let's see if we can catch them. Effie, Legal Weasel, Flora, Bubs, Peach Honey Pie, Samantha, Tina No D, FaZe, Rosie, Worker Bees, Stormy River, Deb Vlogs, Harley Gal, Sherry, Sup Jenna. Hey, 10KD. I don't know if I said hello to you, but hello. Amy's 12 Loves. And anybody, 3X Pantry. Welcome, welcome, all new members. A word from our sponsor. Pickle, go ahead.
Your positive attitude
Yes.
is a game changer in any situation.
That's right, Street Carp. Your positive attitude is a game changer, girl, and I appreciate you so much. Missing Mimic Girl, thank you so much for gifting 5 the YouTube Underground memberships. Let me see here. Is it Cho? I don't know. Something Milk, Girly, Shy Bear, Fizzle, and answer is Reality. Welcome, welcome, all new members. Another word from our sponsor. Pickle, go ahead.
Even in moments of doubt,
Yes.
your strength shines through.
That's right. Missing Mimic, thank you. Again, all new members, welcome, welcome. Please feel free to use your custom emojis in the chat. Appreciate you. I just don't understand the need for an entire stream. But again, anything to revive your dead channel, Frenchie.
I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy here, how they laugh at Tracy, mock her medical issues, but now anybody else is supposed to give a shit about Teardrop because she's sick? First of all, I don't believe Teardrop is sick. And at the end of what I'm going to tell you, you'll all be questioning whether or not Teardrop is sick too. Every single thing that Teardrop says.
Who fucking cares? Who cares if Teardrop is sick or if she's lying about giving sick? Who gives a shit about Tracy and her conditions? What is she talking about?
Is to be questioned. Because if you're willing, if you're so sick, I should say, as to lie about the things you've been lying about, you will.
You mean like a cat being alive and still collecting money? Meanwhile, the cat is deader than dead on your mantle? Boy, oh boy.
Would literally lie about anything, and you can't convince me otherwise.
The lies, let's go over a few. There are more of the lies than just the fact of the matter that BBJ was deader than dead, still collecting funds for said dead cat, okay? This woman lied about being an accountant. She lied about living in Chicago. She lied about being a kung fu master. She lied about her dad being dead. She lied about what else? I'm sure there are some things I'm just forgetting that people will mention in chat. You were the mafia. Yeah, that her and her family were part of the mafia. But yes, tell us more about Teardrop, who nobody gives a single solitary fuck about, and how much of a liar that she is. Ma'am, that's rich coming from you.
She's a psycho. Her and Chantal truly, truly do belong together. Budgie Mom.
The three of you do. You, Foodie, and Turdy. You all need to link up.
Thank you for
put cameras up so we can see that shit as well.
Being a member, girl. I am so here for the tea. Well, thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday. Capricorn NJ, thank you for the super chat, girl. Hi, FFG and girls. After seeing what Teardrop accused you of, that's right, and mean way that she treats Tracy in Foodie Beauty's chat, that's also right. It's time for her to take a dose of her own medicine. Laughing
because you have to put emphasis on the cat being dead. The cat wasn't just dead. The cat was deader than dead, cremated on this motherfucker's mantle. She's double fisting cigarettes, talking about the cat as it's alive and well, while people are sending money for said cat, and the cat is cremated on the mantle. Even if this story about Teardrop is true, it doesn't hold a fucking... Are you kidding me? No, ma'am.
at her running to Foodie Beauty for help.
Strawberry, I don't think I'm muted. Nobody else has said that. I think it was you, girl.
She's such
Hey, Gorlick, good to see you, hun.
a puss.
Oh, Gorlick says, good morning, everyone. I'll be home to cover all of this soon. We can't wait for your coverage.
She's such a lying, attention-seeking, absolute freak show is what it is. And yet,
The same can be said about you, girl. The exact same can be said about you.
yes, listen, I've said it many times before. I keep kind of like a mental list of people I don't fuck with, I don't like, people that let's say, I wouldn't be shit
The list of people that you do fuck with would be shorter.
any tears if they get exposed or whatever the hell happens to them, basically. I don't go out of my way to go for people. But it's amazing how some
You don't go out of your way to go for people. You go for viewers. You go for your own community. Talking about, I don't go out of my way to go for people. Oh my God. If you didn't catch Charlie's stream last night, she covered a lot of that at the very beginning, talking about Frenchie going after her own community. You can't be serious.
sometimes things just drop into your lap, you know? So
Sometimes things just fall into your lap when you're super important on the internet. Thank God for me, I'm part of the mafia. Things just fall into my lap.
Teardrop, as you just mentioned, as we know because we were watching as it happened live not too long ago, had the audacity for no fucking reason at all to accuse me of being a PDF file for no reason at all. And so basically, I never liked Teardrop, but she's been on my list ever since that day, like on the list. And then you get added to the list.
Oh my God. And say you're not going to expose her for being a responsible pet owner to get back at her for her calling you a PDF file. I don't know how Teardrop is going to recover from this shit, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I mean, if somebody accused me of being one of those types of people and then exposed me for being a responsible pet owner, oh, jeez.
And very shortly after, out of nowhere, I am contacted by a person in the community who wishes to stay anonymous. I respect that.
If you really think that your ass is going to stay anonymous, you are dumber than this motherfucker right here, thinking that she can convince the community that she is also not the biggest liar to ever step toe into the YouTube platform. Going to Frenchie of all people and hoping to stay anonymous, you really are dumb. Hey, Mrs. Muretta, what is she accusing Teardrop of? I'm tired of creator drama, infighting in girl world. I just want the juice because Teardrop is a freak. Can you summarize? We're getting to that, girl. Set tight, and thank you for the support. I've kind of already given it away, though. Evie says, who thought Teardrop was a reliable narrator? The fuck exactly, Evie. Like, we all just know from common sense that Teardrop and all of the community, they're fucking freaks. It's to be expected, right? Evie, thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Sammy. Stalker, kung fu faker, dual citizenship having, lumberjack having, accountant mafia wannabe, cat unaliver, eviction having, poo touching, scam artist. That was beautifully said, Sammy in Brooklyn. Thank you for that banger and thank you for the support, girl. Appreciate you. Crazy. Mrs. Fluffy Bottom says calendar with one picture of BBJ for every month. Like, this shit is so sick and twisted. Honestly, I don't know how she wasn't just completely ran off of the internet. The fact that even though, yes, her channel has tanked to numbers that we've never seen with FFG before, I still can't believe that she's getting the amount of support that she gets, considering exactly what was exposed. Fluffy, thank you for the support, hun.
Choice. The community is psycho.
And to be fair, there was only one picture of BBJ in that calendar because number one, she didn't care about the cat. It's not like she actually liked the cat. Like Frenchie herself told people how much she dislikes cats, right? So if you're not an animal person, which I can't relate to that, so I don't know what that would be like, I would imagine you're not going to find yourself sitting around taking lots of pictures of said cat. But then there's also BBJ was put down shortly after she was quote unquote rescued. So what was she going to do? Take pictures of the fucking urn? Could you imagine if she released the calendar of BBJ and like one picture of the cat and the rest were like urns in different positions all around her dump of an apartment? That would have been actually more entertaining. Fluffy, thank you for the support, hun.
This person has contacted animal services about Teardrop, okay? And we're going to talk about that. Miss Movie Buff, thank you for the super chat.
Fumos says, cutie, FFG, turdy, they're all losers. Pathetic. Fumos agreed, and thank you for the support. Okay, so this anonymous source has claimed that they have reached out to animal control, animal welfare, I'm assuming to do a report on Teardrop for all of the stories that she tells in Chantel's chat. That's understandable, and I'm not surprised to hear that other people have already done that. That much I do believe. Like, people, especially in this community, do not take lightly when they hear animal neglect going on. So and Teardrop's information, to be fair, has been out there for some time. So I'm not shocked at all that somebody reached out to animal services. Wicked Crafter says, the queen of Gunt Ops, busting out the dog, ate my kittens for scam big bank, proven she's the only one with a ghost cat. Exactly, Wicked Crafter. And thank you for the support, hun.
Human, I can't wait to hear this tea. Well, okay, so before I get into the tea, Chantal, I guess they saw in her chat while she was live today's thumbnail, and Teardrop starts playing victim, and Chantal starts playing don't touch my friend Teardrop. Teardrop's sick. Why would you come for a sick woman? What did Teardrop ever do to hurt anybody? Bullshit, okay? And
Cautious, late fee. Hi, me again. Hey, Cautious. Thank you for the support, hun.
She says in the live that we're about to watch, she's like, I'm going to go message FFG on Instagram. I never check Instagram. Somebody DMs me and is like, hey, did that fatty really message you on Instagram? I'm like, I don't know. Let me go and take a peek. And she absolutely did. And then she posted it up on her community tab. Elfish, thank you for the super chat, girl. Hell hath no fury like a Scorpio scorned. You are absolutely correct.
I think one thing is, I don't know what the truth behind any of this is, but one thing I find very interesting is that Chantel even took the time to message and unblock Frenchie and send her a message on Instagram. Now, what we do know about Chantel present day that she pretty much basically said yesterday in her live stream is that her plan is to gut back to Syria. She's already dropping her PayPal in chat. She's offering to draw portraits of people to collect extra coin. Also, Frenchie is in the position that she is. Now, go back in history. Both of their channels did the best as far as like making money when they were at odds with each other, when they were going back and forth and all of that bullshit. And that went on for months, probably years. Now these two are unblocking each other and messaging each other on the Instagram and making content out of it. It makes you think, right? I mean, we do love a good theory around here. What are the odds? And it's been said before that the two of these get in cahoots. Remember the whole Smokey situation and her offering her car for Smokey and all of that shit? And with the tea that Frenchie brought, it wasn't anything to actually, like, I mean, yes, is it weird that somebody would lie about that, lie about abuse of animals? And yes, it is. It's really fucking weird. But it really didn't do any kind of harm or damage to Teardrop with the quote unquote tea that Frenchie brought. So it really makes you think, doesn't it? Both of these women are super fucking desperate to get back into the YouTube game. And now all of a sudden, We have this ridiculous tea that is being spilt on Teardrop, and the two of these are in communication yet again. I mean, I wouldn't completely take it off of your list. Anything is possible. Hey, Big Bertha. It said 10. I'm here and you decided to go early. I love y'all. I'm replay gang now. I started a little bit early, Big Bertha, because I knew it was going to be a long one, girl. And thank you for the support. Hopefully you catch up really soon.
Fuck that. Fuck that. That accusation of PDF file flies around this community way too easy. That shit doesn't fly with me. It just doesn't. You're on my list since that day, Teardrop. It is what it is. And you know what? If you hadn't been on my list, we wouldn't be doing this stream tonight. Because
nobody gives a fuck about your list. Who are you? This sounds just like you wanting to actually get into a physical fight with Chantel. So the only people that you're going for Teardrop, are you kidding me? Jesus. She's a death fat just like Chantel. I'm so glad. This makes you look so good. Big Bertha says, by the way, she's going to Syria for sure. Girl, I done told you. And thank you for the super chat, hun. Hello, Catherine. Sorry I'm late, but 42 months should make it okay, right? Yes, it does, girl. I'm on the replay and hope to catch up eventually. See you when you're caught up, girl. And thank you for being a member for 42 months. Drama B says they understand each other. Like attracts like. Exactly, Drama B. Again, it is to be noted that these two are both trying to breathe life into their channels again.
I don't give two shits about you. It is what it is. Voodoo, back on you. Thank you for being a member, girl. Teardrop.
Hey, Art. Late but Chantel did say it's just business. Kiss, kiss. This all makes sense if they're working together, in my opinion. I was never really a fan of their working together conspiracies or whatever. But considering what the tea was, it kind of fits the narrative. Art, thank you for the support, hun.
Deserves it. Agreed. Totally agreed. These are bad people. They have it coming. Emma Pondu, thank you for the super chat. Hey, cutie. Cutie is quaking in her fucking boots right now. Just quaking. They start talking.
Oh, just quaking in her gun, isn't she, Frenchie? Oh my God, to find out that 30 of all people is not an animal abuser. How will she recover from this?
Talking about it. She messages me. She posted it up on her community tab. Here it is. Wait.
Hey, Low Birdie. Sorry for being late and probably replay gang getting a tattoo today. Ooh, good luck with the tattoo, and I hope it turns out amazing, girl. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Hey, Michelle. She bought a receipts video about Teardrop before you. Yeah, she brought a receipts video about Teardrop before you and Charlie. Exactly. What happened to the 1x1? It wasn't just me and Charlie that was included on that 1x1. I believe it was Gorlick and maybe a few other creators, and we are still waiting on the 1x1. But you pivoted to tell the community that Teardrop is not an animal abuser before you got to the 1x1. Make it make sense. Michelle, thank you for being a member for 59 months. Anybody that's just here for the Chantel stuff and they're not interested in the Frenchie, swing back by in about 20 minutes or so. We're not pivoting out of this just because you don't want to hear about the Frenchie drama. This is very important that this information should be shared, especially considering this scam was ran right here in our community and it affected people in this community. Refrain from telling me what to and not to cover and just come back when we're covering something that you prefer to watch. Hey, Badgie, just as Foodie Beauty cries for her channel, FFG longs for those good old days too. FFG is so desperate here and it's obvious. It is very obvious. Thank you for the support, hun. Appreciate you. Sati Blonde, hello. Is it me or does Big Sig sound fatter? She sounds fatter and it sounds like the COPD is definitely catching up to her. Hate to say it, but it's true. Salty Blonde, thank you for the support, hun. Hello, Chuck. Her followers are worse than FFG. I can't imagine being able to actually still support her after all of this. I once did. I gave money for BBJ and I was a moderator super chatter, but man, hashtag win. Thank you, Chuck. And sorry that happened to you. This is what I mean. People in this community, they were affected by the situation that played out right here in front of everybody. Chuck, thank you for the support, hun.
I can't see it. Okay. Hey, so is there any way you would be able to not target Teardrop? I'm sure you will anyway, but I thought I'd ask, like, talk all the crap you want about me, but Teardrop is not well, and I would appreciate it human to human. My response, human to human, you and Stacy can both eat my ass, bitch. And by human to human, I mean me human to you, fucking demon, goofy fucking dipshit. And wow, okay, no worries. The pretend clutching of the fucking pearls sends me. Fuck out of here, you and fucking Tracy, Stacy, Tracy, all of you. Fuck. Max, thank you for the super chat, girl. This has been such a bad week. I needed this. Well,
Hippie P says she creamed herself when she got that DM from Cutie, and you can hear it in her voice, Hippie.
thank you for being here. The week is over now. Woo, woo.
She's like, you're not going to believe who messaged me, guys. It was Foodie Beauty. I'm so important. Look how special I am that the one, the only Foodie Beauty sent me a message. Hey, Crumb, good to see you. Radioactive Gaming says the thing that always bugged me about FFG has been how she makes it seem like Foodie is hurt somehow when peeps send her super chats or memberships. Yes, that part, Radioactive Gaming, agreed. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you.
Nevea Sin, hey girl, good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. Mother, I am here. I have returned. Been going through some shit, but had to be here for this. I'm glad you're here, girl. Happy Friday. Okay. Oh God. Listen, you can say what you want about me. I keep the same energy. I write how I talk. I think how I talk, and I write, and I fuck all these hoes. For real, for real. Maybe, you know what? Hey, human to human. Maybe Teardrop should think twice next time before she just randomly accuses somebody for no reason at all of being a PDF file. You know, because I swear to God, it's like I said, I don't give one shit about Tracy. I keep calling her Tracy. Teardrop. I would not have even.
Keep up, French fry girl. Keep the fuck up. The video is dedicated at Teardrop, for the love of God.
Done this stream, I wouldn't have been interested enough. I probably would have never even answered that person's email who reached out to me. If, you know, she hadn't done that stupid accusation not too far ago. And also, human to human. Don't you mean worm food? Fix your fucking stupid face to
Get over it. Don't sit there and act like you didn't say all kinds of horrible shit about Chantel, Chantel's family, Doc Chantel's dad, Doc Chantel's little brothers, per your community tab post, called her dad a PDF file. Like, you've done horrible shit to her, so she called your mom worm food. Move on.
message me, you dumb bitch, and ask me for a goddamn thing. You smoked the meth. Your memory.
She feels like she can say whatever she wants about anybody else, but nobody else better match her fucking energy, or she's gonna make sure that you pay hell.
Must be short, okay? Mine is still long. Remember that. Rybug, thank you for becoming a member, girl. I appreciate it. Oh, that's right. Rick Pantyhose, thank you for being a member, girl. Trauma Drop's been in her, for years with every disease. I don't believe a word of it. I don't believe she's sick. I just don't. I'm the Wombat. Thank you for the super chat, girl. Stop metallic eyeshadow, tear douche. You look old AF. Yes, yes, she does. Agnes, thank you for the super sticker, girl. I appreciate it. Okay, I have notes because I didn't want to fuck up what the person told me, okay? So basically, like I said, an anonymous person in girl world, somebody here in our chat, okay, contacted animal control. There had been talk for a long time about contacting animal control, ever since the story about Teardrop's dog, right? The German Shepherd or whatever, eating the kittens. She riled up the community with that, and she fucking knew she did. So an anonymous person has contacted animal control. It took a while for animal control to get back to them. I'm going to call to them the reporter, the person who reported it, okay?
Plute says, I will never understand how someone that looks and acts like FFG can say anything about anyone. She may even have less self-awareness than Foodie. Oh, I think she does. Absolutely 1,000,000%, Plutes. And thank you for the support, hun. So if you're not following along, she's finally getting to the story. This person contacted animal control in Teardrop's area. This is the story that she shared with Frenchie, the information that animal control gave them. And Frenchie is sharing it with the class. Pay attention.
Animal control told, when they got back to them, told the person who had reported that they had gone to the house a few times, even before this report, which signaled to me that either there's been a long line of animal neglect with Teardrop and her husband, or Girl World has been on her ass since she told that stupid story about the dog eating the kittens, and people from Girl World have been reporting. There's no way to know which it is. Teardrop, thank you for being a member, girl. Everyone like the stream. I love it here. Thank you, Del. Thank you so much, Del. And yes, if you wouldn't mind, like the stream.
Wicked Crowder says next stream, Siggy exposing everyone who pays their rent. Stay tuned for more. Wicked Crowder, thank you for the support, hun.
Or thumbs down the stream. Frankly, I don't give a damn, but thumb up or down. I appreciate it. Thank you. Teardrop banned people who paid their money. You deserve this. Sure. We can all come up with reasons why she deserves it, okay? That could also be, listen, if there's genuine fuck shit going on in that house, neighbors could have seen, neighbors could have called, random people passing by. There's no way to know. There is literally no way. All we know for sure, because this was told by animal control, was that they had been to that house, quote, a few times. That's not even we've been here once before. No. We have been to that house a few times, okay? Even before this report. The last visit, the last time animal control was at Teardrop's house was a week and a half ago. Just a week and a half ago.
Oh, 10 Katie, I can answer that. She wants to present to the community that she's still the most important person, that she is going to get all the tea and she's going to deliver it on her channel. So come over there and watch. She always inserts herself into Chantel's real life, and now she's pivoted to insert herself into Teardrop's real life. So she has the inside scoop. That's why she thought dedicating an entire stream to this would make sense. Fondue says, so are we just supposed to believe this story with no receipts? Still waiting for #win. All this did was prove Teardrop is not an animal abuser. Allegedly. Because I don't, and you know what, Fondue, we're going to wait and before I get into that when she tells exactly what came out of this alleged report. And thank you for the support, hun. FFG's Fortune says, we cannot let this FFG situation die. It needs to be revisited every so often to remind everyone how psychotic she is, completely unhinged. Agreed 1,000,000%. Because people who get away with lying and scamming, history will repeat itself every single time until that person is no more. That is exactly what happens. Thank you for the support, hun. Radioactive Gaming says, I'm sending you an email about Glitter Queen. I have info that she's a good mother who always makes sure her pets are fed. I like to remain anonymous. Okay. And I will report on that and dedicate a stream on that situation Monday morning. Stay tuned for more. All the good people in Girl World, they're getting exposed one by one. Radioactive Gaming, thank you for the support, hun.
Okay. There were no signs of kittens in the house during any of the visits to the house. No signs, I'm going to just repeat it. There were no signs of kittens in the house.
Okay.
What they found were 2 adult female cats, and both of the cats had been spayed. Both of the cats are spayed. There's only 2 cats in the house.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, there are not kittens in Teardrop's home. There are 2 adult female cats, and brace yourselves. They're both spayed. Oh my God, you piece of trash, Teardrop. What?
2 fucking cats, and they're both spayed. So there are no kittens, and the 2 cats that they do have cannot have kittens. That's right. So basically, Teardrop lied about her dog eating kittens.
That's believable. Yeah, that's totally believable. This is one of Chantel's Beezer. So yes, I could see her lying about that. Okay. All right. Plute says this is big Raw's level of dramatics, girl. Yes, same. Plutes, thank you for the support. You know what? Maybe even worse. Maybe even a level up.
I'm going to just repeat that again because of how fucking mentally ill the
I know that you are blown away by the information that I am sharing with you right now, so I need to repeat it again. There are no kittens, and the adult cats in the home are spayed. Hey, Art, you think FFG would cheer Turd on considering the way Teardrop is helping to tank Chantel's channel and income unless she sees her as competition? Ooh, Art, she definitely wants Turdy's spot. Thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Manning, good to see you. Sweep says, my cat and I would like a stream dedicated to us. I think we all need a stream. You taking your cat to the vet, you're getting them spayed, you're making sure that they don't produce kittens that dog eats. Stream dedicated to you. Thank you for the support, hun. Callie's Bathroom Studio says, also the kitten story was at least 2 years ago. There were two different kitten stories. So the very first one was about the dog eating the kittens, and then the second one, I don't remember exactly what happened, but she claimed that she also lost some kittens from that litter as well, but I don't know what exactly happened. Callie's Bathroom Studio, thank you for being a member, hun. Hey, Nasia. Good morning at Yaba and the support group. Good morning to you, hun, and thank you for being a member for 23 months, girl. Appreciate you. 10KD says, I kind of don't believe this happened. I feel like Teardrop would have mentioned this kind of harassment and spun it. Oh, 10KD, you know what? I was just thinking about the fact that will animal control even give out that information? I don't know what kind of privacy laws are in place to protect, like just people and just information in general. Like I'm not aware, but I just don't think that if you call up to like animal control or whatever and you say, hey, I want information, and they might tell you that, yeah, we've been out to visit the property, but telling them how many pets are in the house and telling them whether or not that they've been spayed or neutered and telling them there's no kittens on the property, I just can't imagine that they would give that information to somebody. But again, I don't know for sure. That's the part that really threw me for a loop. But you're right. Teardrop is absolutely the type of person that if somebody mentions her or talks about, like a picture somewhere or something like that, like she wants to play victim in Chantel's chat. So if the community would have had animal control coming out to her house, you think that she would have used that as like a way to be a victim in Chantel's chat, and I haven't seen any of that happen. 10KD, thank you for the support. But again, there were no receipts to back this story up, so it's hard to believe that this is even true. There might not even be an anonymous person. How do we know that this anonymous person exists and gave her the information that she is claiming? She could have literally just made this entire story up. This is a woman who claimed that a cat was alive, the cat was deader than dead on her mantle, and let people donate money to said cat. So is her making up a story that all of this shit happened and that there's anonymous report or whatever too far-fetched? No. She wants drama on her channel. She wants people to think that people are sending her tea about Chantel and about Teardrop, and it always involves animals because that's the way to get to people's soft spot. No receipts. No even proof of this anonymous source. Didn't even take out the anonymous source's name and show the email as proof that was sent to FFG. She brought nothing to prove that this was true. You want to talk about psychotic? You're already a known liar, and then you tell a story like this and you bring nothing, absolutely nothing to back it up. I'm calling DuckTales. I don't believe any of it. Gorlick says, wow, 2 cats. Should I pull over and wrap my head around this? Does she have an oven too? That's a great question.
Sentence that just came out of my mouth was, Teardrop lied about her dog eating 2 kittens.
Says you. Where's the proof of that? Shipshape Fitness says, I could not wait for your reaction to this. Not disappointed, laughing so hard. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous. Ship Shape, thank you for the support, hun.
That's a level of mentally ill I didn't even know existed on this planet Earth. That's a 5150 so fucking fast and so fucking hard, your head would spin.
Says the woman who lied about their dad being dead. Says the woman who lied about being an accountant. Says the woman who lied about living in Chicago. Says the woman who lied about being in the mafia. Says the woman who lied about a cat being alive while collecting donations for said dead cat. Who needs to be 5150 at this point, ma'am? Zebracorn, hello. Good morning, Yabin support. Group, what on earth is this mess? It's a mess, squirrel. And thank you for the super chat.
Ha! Beyond fucked. Do you know what kind of mental, I don't even know what kind of mentally ill person would lie? Liars are a dime a dozen. You lie about a dog eating 2 kittens is crazy fucking work to me. Lady Poe, thank you for being a member, girl.
The jokes write themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Ren, I've missed you. Your FFG draggings terribly. Thank you for covering this scammer. Poser, loser, dork. Hashtag win. Thank you, Ren. I appreciate you. Hey, Whispering Star. Corn dogs were not on the floor. This is a level that we're at. Reporting back that the corn dogs were not on the floor. Husband does not eat out of the trash can. There's a stove. Ladies and gentlemen, Whispering Star, thank you for the support, hun.
Human to human, Chantal, that's right. F them both. Absolutely. The nerve of her to even call herself a human. It would have been found. It would have been, they're there for a home visit. And it's not the first time. They go around, they search. Listen, the more times they go, the more serious it is. The more times allegations are brought before them, the more serious it becomes. And they went in and
you would fucking know. Elizabeth says in Eric's voice, no one cares. Elizabeth, thank you for the support. Erica, welcome to the official support group. Thank you so much for joining, hun. Appreciate you.
They did a thorough search, okay? How
do you know that? How do you know that they did a thorough search of Teardrop's property? What evidence do you have of said search? Is the thorough search in the room with us, Frenchie?
No kittens in the house.
You are presenting all of this as fact, and you have absolutely nothing to back this shit up.
The 2 spayed cats.
I'm going with the story that has been presented in Chantel's chat. That yes, Teardrop is a very irresponsible pet owner, and she will not get her animals fixed, and she keeps having kittens, and unfortunately, a lot of those kittens, they end up in a very bad situation, because until I'm shown evidence other than what's been said in Chantel's chat, that's the story that I'm sticking to. Kyle says, Teardrop making up stories to get attention is weird. And yes, it's signs of a sick mind, but Skid making up alive cats to still get paid for years, that's a crime, my dude. Exactly, Kyle. Breaking the law, ma'am. Kyle, thank you for the support, hun. Fondu says, this quote-unquote accountant has no proof Teardrop lied about kittens being eaten. Teardrop has said several times her cats are outdoor cats. Exactly. My opinion on what happened and what I believe about Teardrop has not changed because of what this known liar has brought to the YouTube platform. Absolutely not. Fondu, thank you for the support. She Who Shits Herself says, I live in fear that she will one day do extreme, exposing the fact that I do not, in fact, shit myself. I'll be praying for you, she Who Shits Herself. And thank you for the support, hun. Radioactive Gaming says, so this person confirmed details about past cases to a stranger over the phone. I get just saying everything is fine, but who went into all of this? The source, according to Frenchie, is anonymous. In my opinion, I don't believe that there is a source. I think she made all of this up. I think I don't think it's an anonymous person. I don't think that there were any emails. I think she this is how sick and twisted this person is. I know somebody in the chat was like, move on, don't cover this. Why would we not cover it? I don't believe that any of this is true. This weirdo is still out here making up wild, weird accusations to paint Teardrop in a good light. For what reason? And again, with no proof. Make that shit make sense. FFG exposed Charlie for being short next. Radioactive Gaming, thank you for the support. Oof the Taco, hello. Stuck inside with a stomach bug. Oh no, with my 6-month-old. Send help. Thanks for the weekend stream. Hopefully it wasn't the diarrhea lettuce. Oof the Taco. Thoughts and prayers to you, girl. And thank you for being a member.
There is a dog in the house. They own a dog, but it is not a shepherd. Teardrop has claimed always that the dog is a shepherd mix. The dog is not a shepherd mix. Why lie about that? God only knows. Suzanne.
Why care? God only knows. Like, why do you care about the breed of Teardrop's dog of all things?
Swears like a sailor. Thank you for being a member, girl. They deeply searched the property, okay? They found no red flags in that home or with any of the animals. Animals, well taken care of. In fact, so well taken care of and up to date with all of their shit and their vets and their this and their that, that Teardrop and the husband provided them with vet records for all of the pets. No.
I don't know what to say. I really fucking don't. Case closed, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
No problem, no question asked. Happy to hand it over because everything is up to date. Everything is kosher. No animal mistreatment at all. No red flags. The only thing, like I said, is that they have been to this house multiple times in the past. So the question is, was she genuinely neglecting pets before? And now they've, cleaned up their act and they're treating their pets better. They learned a lesson. Or was this girl world who was reporting before, ever since she had told the story of the dog eating the kittens? Again, unfortunately, impossible for us to know.
Yeah, FW, I'm not sure exactly what's happening. I don't know if she's defending Teardrop or she's, I really am super confused. Kara says maybe FFG should expose her own lies before 30. I agree with that, Kara. Absolutely. And thank you for the super chat, hun.
So that was done. That was sent to a person. Okay, great. The call is over. Animal control then calls back the person who had reported Teardrop. Okay.
Okay, they called him back. All right. So they're really invested into somebody who there's no proof of any kind of animal neglect. So let me get this straight. Animal control gets all of these reports about Teardrop neglecting their animals. Animal control goes to Turdy's property. Not only do they not find any kittens, right? But the cats have been fixed. And they are also up to date on all of their vaccinations where they've been seen by a vet and they provide said paperwork. So you mean to tell me that they also report it back to the person who obviously, because if you're animal control and you receive a call like that and you go out to somebody's property and you investigate and you find the complete opposite of what's being reported, you're going to think, oh, maybe this story was made up to get some kind of, it's just like using CPS against someone, right? They're going to be like, this must have been this must have been a call just to, because these people are fighting and you just want to get animal control to make people uncomfortable. It seems like the same. So there was nothing to be found there. And the call seemed to be fake. The report seemed to be fake, but you're telling me that animal control reported back to the person who made these accusations. That doesn't track either, ma'am. Big Bertha says, no sound if I speed up. What if Cutie gave her the info about Teardrop so they both have content? Just an idea. Anything is possible, Big Bertha, for sure. And thank you for the support, hun. She who shits herself says, big skid, pet detective. She who shit herself, thank you for the support, hun. Mel said, I just need to know if Teardrop actually has a working stove now. Well, it seems like Big Skid over there is on the case, Mel's. And thank you for being a member for 18 months. Kai says, Mystic Girls, wish me luck on my wedding. Ooh, girl, congratulations to you. 12-12. And thank you for the support, hun. Chuck says she's a shitty reporter. Stick with accounting. She sucks at that too. Thank you for the super chat. Sassy Cat says, this is preposterous. Turdy should leave the country immediately and change her identity. Go to Syria with Chantel. Teardrop immediately. Sassy Cat, thank you for the support. Badgie Scoot says, FFG sounds like Turdy's PR person. Does she hate Teardrop or is she representing her? That's a great question. Thank you for the support, hun. Addicted to Cobra says, this sounds like Big Skid is defending Turdy 100%. I agree. I agree. And thank you for the support. Charlotte says, like Mama June seeing if spaghetti sticks. FFG, bitch, I'm dead. Charlotte, thank you for the support, hun.
Because in their report to animal control, they mentioned that they knew all about this because of an online chat, and that Teardrop had been putting into that the dog had eaten the kittens. So animal control then calls back the person who had reported and asks them to email like screenshots and the proof of where Teardrop was saying this, like what they were saying, what she was saying, and where she was saying this stuff.
Why would they do that? This is animal control. They have bigger fish to fry. So you're telling me that this company, I'm not this company, but animal control went out to her house, did not find any abuse, and they call this person back and they want to see where she reported this at. Like they wanted to see proof of what was said in chat. No, did not happen. Half Pint says, I must know if Trauma Drop has kept the BK bag from Chantel like she claims. That's a great question, Half Pint. And thank you for the support, hun. Evie says, it's giving FBI Frank times a million, Evie. And thank you for the super chat. 10KD says she has always take shit too far. Make the report, whatever, but putting some random person in Chantel's chat on the internet like this is fucking weird. Agreed, especially when I'm pretty sure all of this has been made up. 10KD, thank you for the super chat, hun.
Saying that, well, basically that the dog had eaten the two kittens. And the agent said that they would be investigating it and adding it to the file. So that's like I want to say the T on Teardrop is that there is no animal neglect at all going on in that home. All this time, the community has been completely fucking outraged by her allowing the dog to eat two kittens, her giving so little of a shit that after one kitten gets eaten, another fucking kitten gets eaten. And to her, it was all a joke. And Chantel trying to like ooh-woo with it. Like,
I mean, the story sucked. Nobody wanted to hear it, but I don't think that I would say that the majority of people, like, what can you do? Like, people made the report and they moved on with their life. I don't think that anybody was struggling about Teardrop and the things that she was claiming in the chat. Maybe that's just me.
oh, come on. Everybody's been through shit. Oh, come on. Nobody's perfect. How fucking mentally ill do you have to be to lie about a dog eating kittens for attention?
The same could be said about a person lying about a cat being alive while it's dead in an urn on your mantle in your smoky, crusty, dirty, nicotine-filled apartment. How mentally ill do you have to be? We're going to stop it there because God knows I can't stand to hear another minute of her out of control type 2 smoker's voice. Sorry. All right. That was fun. That was interesting. Again, if you ask me, I think it's, and unless I see proof of this story being true, an email from said anonymous source, I don't know, with their name redacted, I don't believe a second of it. I think she's desperate for views. She's desperate for her crown back. And she, for whatever reason, came up with this weird idea and she was going to redeem herself with that. Again, you're really bad at this. Back to you, Chantel.
Hi. I'm just trying to fix up my stream.
I agree. It was a hard watch, but I feel like Remy, and I'm sure that Charlie's also going to cover that. It's very important to bring to the forefront of this community because of everything with Frenchie's history. She's still lying. She's still making shit up for monetary gain at that. It's not like she's just out here spreading this information on Twitter, which would have made more sense to share this information on Twitter or share this information on a community tab post, but she wanted to monetize it. She's still out here telling big fucking lies to monetize.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Man, you got them filters and big max turned up today, Chantel. Compared to what you looked like yesterday, nothing has changed. You still look exactly the same, but today you get to turn on your YouTube filters. Good for you, girl. Hey, Bunny. Seriously, why are we outraged about Turdy making up a story? You'd think we'd be relieved that no kittens weren't on the menu. That was my first thing, Bunny. I'm like, holy shit. So there aren't any dead kittens. There aren't any animals that are being neglected. It's actually the opposite of that. These cats are being taken to the vet. The stories are weird. They're stupid. They got people riled up or whatever. Fuck your emotions. Finding out that animals aren't being neglected is always going to be a plus. Is she weird for doing that if the story is true? Sure, absolutely. But that is to be expected. She's a beezer, for the love of God. Bunny, thank you for the super chat.
Hello. Okay, let me give you a hello in just 1 second here. I want to see if I can, okay, who's here? Yippee!
Don't forget, if you have not casted your vote in the poll, make sure you do it.
Court Nicole. Lavisa. Wait a minute. And awake, Jess. Sally Struthers. I am moving. Tammy, Crow, Loof, Lurking, Laura, Neil, Alejandra, Crow, Lonnie, Bing Bing, Glitter Bomb. Hello, White Boy, Flola, Beluga, Courtney, BD Armfees, Jay Got Chuggins, Miss Chad, Melanie, Aussie. Oh yeah, I look like a bullworm. Cool. Hey girl, 1047. Seraphim, White Venture, Glitter, Supernova, Jamal, Joe Wrestling, Orange. Hold on. You can't step on here, BG. I want to see if I can gift my memberships. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, I'm gonna send 5 memberships now. Who got them? Chugus. Cheers to something new. Loof, Lavisa, Loney, and Court Nicole. Ready, set, bees. Okay, and let's see if I can do another. Yes, I can. Okay, 5 more. Hey, Glitter Quee. Okay, you're welcome. Glitter Quee got one. Jess Raspberry, Neil, and who else? Scream. Hey, Hippie Check, Michelle. Jess Raspberry, Supernova. Yeah, you can't. Hey, YouTube lover, you can't choose who you give it to. It's random. But let me turn this thing off now. I was freaking out. I didn't charge my scooter enough, and it died on me on the way home from the mall. I got lunch. Ah, crap. Halal Pizza hates to see me coming. Bismillah, beauty bite.
What happened to locking in? What happened to you loving challenges? Ma'am, this is the opposite of locking in, Chantel. And as I told you guys yesterday, Chantel is going to enjoy all of her favorite foods while she's still in Canada, because she knows when she's in Syria, all of that is taking away. So she is going to, in her funkle brain, she's came up with, I'm just going to wait until I get to Syria to lock in, because I have no choice, because all of these foods that I love are not going to be there. Sweep says, quote by Yaba, she's a beezer, for the love of God. It's true. Sweep, thank you for the support.
Hi there, Barb. When I got to my building, you know, like the sidewalk part that's coming up to my building, it kind of cropped out there. So I turned it on, put it at the lowest setting, and just kind of did that with my legs. I paddleboarded my scooter home.
You paddled home on your mobility scooter. Now that was a sight to see. Man, I would love to see that. Hey, Pink Lion. Side note, has anyone heard from Seattle Sapphire lately? She's an OG. I hope she's okay. I think Seattle was in here today. Seattle's still around, Pink Lion. I'm pretty sure Seattle was, if she wasn't in here today, she was definitely in here yesterday. And thank you for the support, hon, and thank you for asking.
Bottoms up. Bridge? No, it's not Costco. It's Mr. Chi from the mall. It's halal. Flintstone. Okay. you think you're going to get a car soon? Right now? Thank you, Miss Chad. You had pizza, Lavisa? Aussie girl. Hey, beautiful Aussie girl. Welcome, Neil. Moving back where? I never said that. I never said what I was doing. People just assume. How is it clear? It's very, very cryptic. No, none of you want me to move back there. My jaw. You guys are friggin' beezers. If you move to get cheaper rent, you can get a car. That's true. Hey, pickle soup. Would you guys watch me eat if I ate like that? Renting a house, Laura? Hey, weird Barbie. Honestly, I'm not 100% sold on anything yet. First things we got to do is...
Fondue says she doesn't have to pay last month's rent. That's the Syrian ticket back. Salah will have her living in a shack across town alone as a barren third wife. I think so too. But I'm not convinced that she's paying rent. I guess that's a topic for another day, Fondue. And the deal is when she talks about the apartment versus the house that Salah is preparing for her, I think the only reason that she's bringing up the apartment is because the apartment, more than likely, I think it's going to be in Damascus, if I'm saying it properly. And it's probably move-in ready. And it has all the luxuries that Chantel is demanding that she has. And I would imagine the home that Salah is saying that he's prepping for Chantel is not what she's dreaming of. So I think she's entertaining maybe renting an apartment instead. But we'll see. There she is. Fondue, thank you for the support, hun. Seattle Sapphire's low carb world. I can't wait for the miserable in Syria be. Same girl. And thank you for the support. Good to see you.
I got to do some long ass live streams to clean up everything. What can I sell in my house? I don't have anything worth of value. So you're falling asleep outside? It's hot. Lurking here. Say go where you want. I will watch.
Hey, Charlie girl. Good morning, Yava and support group. I'm late, but I wanted to expose a viewer of my own. I heard cancer warrior may be left-handed. I'll stream about tomorrow and act outraged. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for the support, Charlie. Man, what a fucking shit show, bro. Great stream yesterday, by the way. I didn't make the very last hour, but the before that, top tier, girl. And thank you for the support, hun.
Yeah, the internet there. Well, apparently, Celeste said there's a company he's upgrading to that's supposed to be really good. The West Island. The pizza here is so good. Can you show it up more up close like the TikTok ladies? You had a spiritual experience in the beach. Did you find God? It's humid today, yeah. I want to return those toner pads because they hurt my skin. What is the West Island? You mean in Quebec. Hi, Harper. In Montreal?
She can't even contain her excitement over this fantasy, which could come true, that she's created in her funkle head about returning to the romance scammer. And she's willing at this point to accept Salah stopping in every couple of days to spend with her. That's your husband, for the love of God, Chantel. You all are going to be living separately and you're okay with that? Wow. Sassy Cat says, moving to the Syrian city that is the biggest target to be bombed. Nice choice. Love that for her. Sassy Cat, thank you for the support. That's what we like to call around here a choice.
Hi, Charlotte. I'm eating pizza, Alejandra. Listen to my jaw. Yeah, it is hard to travel with a cat. Yeah. Melissa.
For me, I'm not debating whether or not the Chantel is returning to Syria. I'm 100% she's going to Syria. But the next thing, yeah, we're on 1.5. My thing is whether or not the BG will go to Syria with Chantel. I think she's I think she really wants to take the cat with her, not because she loves the cat and she wants to be away from BG, but purely just out of spite. But I don't know that she will be able to come up with the money and she will meet all of the qualifications. Hey, Sky, like there's a whole list of shit that she has to do in order for this cat to go with her to Syria. I don't know. Now that's where I'm pumping the brakes because I don't think that she'll do that, nor do I think that she can afford taking BG with her. But you have to remember, she needs to convince what few supporters that she has left that she's going to be a responsible pet owner and she's not going to abandon her brand new cat that she just got less than a year ago. So she's going to carry on this lie that she's taking BG with her, and maybe she might pull it off. I don't see it happening, but she'll never admit until she's in Syria, and then she'll tell some sob story about how something fell through and she had no choice and she had to rehome BG at the last minute. And don't you worry, because she's definitely safe wherever she is. That's what I see happening. And honestly, to be fair, that's going to be the best situation for BG, is not to go off to Syria with Chantel. Hey, Kara, my work cat had fleas, so I got flea meds for him and has a vet appointment next week. Topic for your next stream, Yava. Exposing Kara and her cat's fleas. Stay tuned for more. Kara, I hope your cat gets better, hun, and thank you for the support. Aw, poor kitty.
Hi, Nina. How are you today? I miss you. I'm okay. I'm just doing a short YouTube live and then
she also needs to make the pivot to YouTube. As we talked about yesterday, I'm pretty sure, and she even says it herself, she can't earn money on Kick in Syria. So she's going to have to pivot back to YouTube, which, you know, you building your channel and earning a decent income doesn't happen overnight. But Chantel seems to not be concerned with her money situation right now, which is another question. Fondue says Squeaky told her she would watch BG if need be. Holy shit. Do you think Squeaky will end up with the cat? Oh, Fondue, I bet that's a good possibility. Well, hopefully Squeaky, I don't know anything about Squeaky, but hopefully she's a good pet owner. What the fuck do I know? Thank you for the support, hun. Radioactive Gaming says Salah's contract is up. We don't want to renew it. Time to recast the role, preferably with someone in Canada. Radioactive Gaming, hopefully we get to that part. Whatever is going on with Chantel in Canada, when I tell you that she is pulling the fucking absolute most shit that we have no idea about, because she has said it herself. If things don't work out in Syria and she doesn't stay in Syria, there are no plans to return to Canada. Number one on the top of the list is Chantel can no longer afford Canada. Number two, I think there's a very big possibility that Chantel is not being paid rent in Canada. So she's probably going through an eviction. Number three, there's no telling what kind of more financial trouble that Chantel has got herself into with the hopes, and like she's dead set on leaving the country. Does she want to be reunited with her romance scammer? Is at the top of the list? Absolutely. But I think she's pulling so much fuck shit behind the scenes that we don't know about financially, maybe even more, that she's in a position that she can't come back to Canada or she's going to be so fucked. Radioactive Gaming, thank you for the support, hun. So if it don't work out in Syria, her plan is to go somewhere like Thailand. Yeah, okay. Cautious Observer says, give BG to Teardrop. FFG punches air. Well, it sounds like Teardrop's a super responsible pet owner, according to Big Skid over there. Cautious, thank you for the support. Dugo says, not sure if you heard this part. As far as money goes, Salah will take care of everything. She is giving all of her money to him. We've heard that shit before. She pretends like Salah pays for everything. Yeah, she gives him her money and then lets him pay for what she needs while in Syria. That's always been how things work. Dugos, thank you for the support, hun. Half Pint says her community tab is giving Syria bees exactly half pint. She's going. And the only way that Chantel will not go to Syria, the only thing, in my opinion, that could happen to keep Chantel from going to Syria are two things. Health, number one, and medical emergency. Okay, maybe three. Because people have talked about Chantel's passport being flagged, which I don't think has happened, but it could be a possibility. So a medical emergency, her passport being flagged, and at the very bottom of the list is Salah pulling the plug and ghosting her, which I think he's in it for the long haul. We've said that for a long time over here, but it's still a possibility that could happen. If none of those things happen, her ass is going to be in Syria. Desi's mama says, I'm changing my vote. Yeah, but one thing I have to see is Salah's expression when he picks her up at the airport. He will dislike her a little more. If she goes to Syria, she won't last 3 months like before. But the difference is, just like I said a while ago, whatever she has done in Canada to make her situation even worse. Now, it was already bad with her financial and having a hard time getting approved for an apartment or whatever. Okay, babe, but it's worse. It's a lot worse. Desi's mama, thank you for the support, girl. I appreciate you. Hold on just a second. Drama B says she's only taking BG to get money. That too. I think we're going to see a lot more grifting going forward. And I think that's the big reason why she's willing to share the information of her returning to Syria, gassing up her own community, getting them excited, making them think it's going to be so much fun, and hoping that she can squeeze some money out to get her to Syria. And also, don't you guys want to see BG in Syria? Don't you want me to take BG with me? Send money now. You can send money directly to my PayPal. You're right about that, Drama B. And thank you for the support, hun. Plum says, I think it's a good possibility. She's saying all this as a threat to manipulate her family. Same thing she did with the fake death threats to her mom. Maybe Plum, but I don't think so. I think you can tell by Chantel's energy and her demeanor that she's super stoked and she's getting the fuck out of Canada. There's nothing that makes her happy other than food and the romance scammer. And more than food, the romance scammer. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Rainbow Ghosty says the girls want parents and payees, not partners, always. And thank you for the support, hun. Maybe credit cards. Well, the thing is, she would have to get approved for credit cards and things like that. I don't know what it is. Big titty, pretty bitch 24. Hey, girl. Surely someone in Cutie's life would put their foot down and have her institutionalized at this point. Nope. There's nothing they can do. She's a grown woman. And you know what? I think they've kind of washed their hands of the situation. What can they do? They know there's no stopping her. Thank you for being a member for 34 months, hon.
BG, if I do travel? Well, Nina, loyalty visa reach.
Oh
Thank
my
you, Nina.
goodness.
It sounds like galloping horses. Nay! I think you're trolling us big time. I saw your comment, smoke and mirrors. Yeah, I want to go to the Scientology thing. It's great. Not one person bought a picture from me.
That should tell you something right there, Chantel. You really think that your community is going to financially support you in your return from Syria back to wherever you're going or to Syria? They're not.
I didn't see your comment, Cass. Maybe I missed it. About people, like, if I do go back to Syria, Tom might be there. Hey, Leanna. I can mail the pictures out, but it'll be extra. $10 extra.
You really think that she's going to make her way to the freaking post office to mail these actual physical pictures out to people? You can't be serious. Sullivan says, my mama's ghost would not approve of any of the words I have to say about Chantel. We can read through the lines, Sullivan. And thank you for the support, hon. We get you over here. This is a safe space for you.
$15 for a digital copy, and you know, Dill's picture. No, but people, whenever I moved back here, I did ask for help because, like, you know, so I feel bad for those who helped me, but, and I'm not saying I'm going there. I'm just saying, I think everyone knows, like, it's an option. Yeah. I don't know.
Exit BG, enter Julia.
I needed to leave at the time, yeah. What makes...
I think she has it, Sonia. I think she's been planning for a couple of months to return to Syria. I don't know how long this has been going on behind the scenes. I say quite some time. And in my opinion, Chantel stopped paying her rent and has been planning to travel and more than likely already bought her plane ticket and everything that she needs. So it's not like she necessarily needs the money to get herself there. Getting BG there, that's another question.
What makes Syria attractive to me or somewhere else, like, no bills. Car. If there's better internet, if it's
Number one on the list about why she is attracted to Syria.
what makes Syria attractive to me or somewhere else, like no bills.
Chantel is so royally fucked. Remember when she came back to Canada the very first time and we said that there's no way that she can afford Canada? She couldn't. She struggled the whole time that she was here. Even now, it's a lot worse. She cannot afford Canada. So yes, is she going to Syria for the romance scammer? Absolutely. But she's also going because it's either that or be homeless or live with her mom.
Car. If there's better internet, if it's true that it's uprated and I have constant electricity, it wouldn't be an issue. Hey, Island Dragonfly. Salah has a property in like another village that would be away. Like I would be by myself, like away from everybody. And that people could just come visit whenever I want it. But it would be like my place with the pets and have like a rooster and stuff like that. And it would be such a cheap life. And I could take you guys to like KFG and like, sorry. Expat mode for affordability. Yeah. I like secluding myself. I don't like people. I was really mad that someone was in the elevator with me today. If Kick works, which Salah said it doesn't most of the time, so I might have to go back to just YouTube. But I wouldn't live there. Like, I'd keep my Canadian citizen stuff. But that's an option. It's not 100% for sure. I need a car here. I just want to live with my husband. My health issues were being managed there. I can get insulin. I can stock up on meds here before I travel. And then if I do travel around, I was thinking traveling, like spending a few months in like maybe Malaysia, going to see my husband, maybe Jordan, like not staying in one place. You know? Oh, I don't think I would hate it.
She's in a real bad position because she's not being honest. She can't go to Syria and live for free. She's absolutely going to have to pay for Salah in order for her to stay there, whether she's paying rent or she's paying him or the whole thing. The reason that he's around, we all know that is for financial gain. If she loses her monetization like she did before, this has already happened. She lost her monetization not even a year ago and she had to pivot over to Kick full time. If she loses her monetization while in Syria and then there is no backup plan, there is no Kick backup plan, what's the plan then, Chantel? Are then you going to prove to us that Salah is actually funding your life? Because we know that's not true. Hello, very good. I'm just going to be the one to say it. Shmi, it's probably easier to get an urn shipped from Syria. You're so right about that. Very good. And thank you for the support, hun. Charlie says his move isn't going to last. Salah's not going to choose Chantel over his family. She'll rage within the first couple of weeks. Oh, absolutely. Especially now that his dad is in Syria. We talked about that yesterday. When she was there before, she was already mad and upset with the amount of time that was spent with his family. And his dad wasn't even there. Now his dad is in Syria living in the family home. So I'm sure that he's even spending more time with his family and he has more responsibilities than the first time that she was there. Again, that's what we like to call around here a choice.
No, I don't want to leave my cat. BG's faucet time. Just because you guys would hate it, don't mean I would hate it. The last time, the things I hated were the electric problem, the heat, the constant socialization.
Do I think that his dad is there? I think that his dad is there. Of course, I don't know 100%, but I do think that there's a possibility that he is not telling his family about Chantel coming to Syria. I don't know how that's going to work out for him in the long run, but I think there's a possibility that he'll hide that from his family. Mostly Venomous, hello. She got the footage of the Canadian intelligence facility grounds, and now she's running back to Syria. Canada government is going to be watching her for sure. I hope you're right. And thank you for being a member for 25 months, hon.
Why don't you move to? Because my husband's there. No, I would have to get in shape. No, they're not going to be close. YouTube lover. Like, I'd be secluded in my own space, and he would have to, like, back and forth. And he said he would get me a cheap car, so we can go places, just us.
Hey, we're going to go places, just us. Do you remember when Chantel was throwing her tantrums? Man, we're going to have to go back and pull those clips. There was a video clip when he went with his family and she got so upset and she was like, I wanted it to be just us. Why can't it be just us? So he sold her on this fantasy of her coming to Syria and that he's going to get her a car and they're going to go out together and they're going to do stuff just us. Look at the smile on her face. Look at that. Oh my God, Chantel, seek help immediately. No, don't. No, don't, because we want to watch this play out. Desi's mama says, Salah will be away more than last time, cutie. Yes, his dad is there and very ill. I don't know that she realizes or she's not understanding. She's going to Syria to live alone. She's going to be in this house, according to her, a couple of days a week, completely alone. She doesn't speak the language. She doesn't know anything about the country. I just don't understand how this is safe for somebody. Okay. Desi, thank you for the support.
He can't come here in the foreseeable future. Hey, Glitter Queen, because of the reason. No, it'll be like a Kia Rio, maybe $4,000 or something. We can go to Damascus. If I go, I'm not saying I'm going. I bring in my cat everywhere. So, hi, Foodie fan. Regardless of what I end up deciding, I want to get her conditioned to like a leash, a harness. So I got to get that soon. This is Foodie fan. Yes, because everyone thinks I'm moving there. I can do creepypasta. I can still upload vlogs. Look at all the people who travel to around the world as nomads. Aren't you bored here? I'm here, jaw dropped. I know. I feel like nobody will understand. Same thing with the girl who's moving to Afghanistan. It's not.
Yeah, well, the girl that's moving to Afghanistan is not 600 pounds. At least I don't believe she is. Pink Lion says she can't walk to the end of the hall to dump the trash, but she's going to basically live alone in Syria. Okay, and have a farm and take care of animals. Right. Pink Lion, thank you for the super chat, hun.
All of Afghanistan is strict like that. Like, I'm sure she'll be fine. People thought that about Syria. It's ISIS territory. You're going to be in danger. It's not this. It's not like how people think. Unless you've been there, you can't really. I'm not trying to downplay. Like, it can be dangerous, but Halloween. Oh yeah. Well, Nina, why don't we?
Paisley says, if I was going into a war-torn country, I would not be marking myself as a victim. No husband, can't walk. She's stupid. Just like, remember when they bought all of that stuff, like all of the solar paneling and the flat screen TV, and they were filling people's water. The only reason that they had what protection they did while in Syria is because they paid for it. If you lose your monetization off of the YouTubies, or if your channel completely tanks because people are not tuning in and you're not making jack shit, what is the plan? Paisley, thank you for the support, hon, and agreed 1,000,000%.
Make our own Halloween in like September. Guys, we got to get in shape because no matter what I do, my future is not bright on the scooter. You messaged me? Oh, thank you, Nina. I'll reply to you when I.
She is dying to see what Salah's life is like in Syria now. She wants to see for herself what women are around Salah, what he's doing. And instead of just letting go, she is willing to risk her life going to Syria and living alone. I mean, just to travel alone could take her out. Fondue says, do we have proof his dad is there and not another woman? We don't, Fondue. We're all basing this off of shit that these two have told us. We have no idea.
Get off of here. Love you, Nina. Also, I have to quit all intoxicants because what you guys, okay, I'm going to try to explain how I feel about the Middle East. as a Muslim and somebody who wants to be a better Muslim.
So if you're not sure that you're going, why do you need to quit all of your whatever you're saying, all of your drugs and shit like that? So you know that you're going. You've made up your mind. You just don't want to say it 100%.
The Middle East
I give it till today before she's flat out saying that she's going to Syria 100%.
is obviously better for that. 2, there's no DoorDash. And there's no weed. Papaya! Oh my goodness, thank you, Papaya! Excuse me, Papaya loves mac. I like mac too. Can I do kick there? I'm gonna try. Don't worry, if I'm by myself, I'm gonna be live all day. There's gonna be like, how I talked about it, I'm not 100%, I told Salah I'd think about it. He has his dad and some family living there. He has to take care of him right now. His health has declined. Creepy pasta. Yeah, I can, Papaya. I'll do that just for you. I'll find something creepy to talk about. Thank you. There's definitely weed there. Oh, not in Salah's village, but I wouldn't be in his village. Like I would be somewhere away from everyone. And then I would see people once in a while, but.
Cancer Warrior, is that from today? Let me pivot over just to make sure. I know I forgot to go over her community tab post from yesterday. So, escape. Hold on. Foodie Beauty Channel. Oh, an hour ago. Oh my God. Are you fucking serious? She shared some article that's from, I really don't want to read this, but I'll just read what Chantel said. Honestly, this is a big reason why I feel I'm more comfortable in the East. Even if I wasn't a Muslim, I can't stand Islamophobia, and now it's spreading like a disease all over the USA and now reach political offices, and Canada is way too close for this nonsense. No way, no how, no thanks. Okay. That was from her an hour ago. Again, we know that she's going.
Salah would.
Look at, I just want to take this time. We've got over 1,600 votes in the poll. These results compared to the last 2 days are warming my cold, dead heart. Is Chantel returning to Syria? Yesterday, I believe it was like 48% that said yes. So the majority won with the no vote. Today, as of right now, the winning vote is yes, 52%. I love that for us.
Come spend a few days with me, and then I would have the remainder of the week by myself.
He's going to come spend a few days with you? You didn't like him gone with his family for a small vacation. You freaked out anytime that Salah wanted to spend time with his friends and his family in Kuwait. The same in Syria. But you're going to be okay. This time, somehow it's different. Living alone and your husband visiting you and going back and forth with wherever he's staying in is this even allowed? Is this even allowed? I don't understand. I don't think that this is even allowed. So he's going to be living with somebody else, I'm assuming at his family home, and then visiting you a couple of days a week. And we're the first 48. That's right, Lindsay.
Syrian ghost stories. They believe in jinns. So like, because he has his business, he has to work. Yeah, Harper.
What kind of business is Salah into where he has to be away from you like several days out of the week?
Sister wife. This better be rage bait. I don't understand. People, I don't think you understand, like, I'm just like depressed with the life here. I don't know. I'm so torn. I screamed the last time.
I am also team second wife. Absolutely. Art says she got 2 cars. He rents out. Apparently, he's a tour guide now. Sure. Zebracorn says moving to Syria to overcome addiction is insane, but she's done this before. She said the same thing before. I'm not going to have the same problems in Syria. I'm not going to have the same problems in Kuwait. My life is going to be so much different. I'm not going to be able to smoke weed there. I'm not going to be able to have the luxury of eating all the foods that I want. And somehow she still maintained her mass and some. Zebracorn, thank you for the support, hun. Charlie says Chantel's moving back to Syria. I think viewers need to be prepared for whatever excuse she gives about rehoming BG. This is not completely surprising, sadly. I agree. I don't think it's even possible. That is where I'm kind of, like I said, I don't believe the cat's going with her. The cat definitely will stay behind in Canada. And honestly, it's the best thing for the cat. The cat going to Syria, which if BG makes it to Syria, she will never make it back to Canada. If somehow Chantel manages to do all the things that she needs to do to get BG to Syria, and she comes up with the money it takes to get BG to Syria, she'll never do it again. So let's hope to God she finds a good home for BG to live in when she leaves. Charlie, thank you for the support. Glad to see you on the right side of history.
I was left by myself. At that time, no, that was me being paranoid, Barbarossa. I swear. Like, because the next day I had my outburst, his auntie came over and was like, I'm just making sure you're okay, you know? And there is a huge part of his family that is loving and accepting, because I wasn't even talking about them. But like Sassa's family and Nora and all that. But, and then if I go, like maybe Sassa would spend a couple days with me. Mom bees, my stepmom era. Why can't I take BG? Of course I.
What do you mean that you're going to be in your stepmom era? Who says that? If that daughter, if that is not Salah's daughter, why would you say that you are Sassa's stepmom? Are you admitting right now that that is Salah's daughter? Because that has been the speculation in the community for a long, long time. You think it's Salah's kid? I think it's a very big possibility. I think it's a very big possibility that yes, he is the dad, possibly. And I think there's a possibility that Chantel, there is another wife. Absolutely. Hazley, thank you so much for joining memberships, girl. Let me scroll back up to see what tier you joined. Welcome to the Poors. Thank you so much for being a poor piece of crap. We appreciate you. We don't have the soundboard today, but just know it's here in spirit. Brokey! We appreciate you, girl. Hello, Surah. Can we get shirts for whether she stays, goes, scissoring the fence? I want another scissoring the fence to match my Kuwait one. Oh my God, that was such a good time. Yes, we will see what we can do, Surah. And thank you for the support, girl. Appreciate you.
I can take BG. You're running away from something within, but it is hard, Aussie. I've been away from Salah for a year. So it was, for me back then, I didn't like being alone in Syria because I was very clingy and I needed constant attention from Salah. When I moved here this whole year, I learned how to be better and okay with being alone by myself, you know? I know.
You didn't have a choice. You did not have a choice. Sasa's not a prop for content and donations. She's a child. I can't stand Chantel. And that is exactly what is going to happen. They will put that child and leave her with Chantel. Chantel will slap her in front of the camera and hold her hand out for donations that will not go to Sasa.
Oh, I know, Enox. I know, I did. I asked for money to help me get me home. I was done. But the situation, it was like my first experience there. I was in his family home and I was overwhelmed with a lot of stuff. And I was on cheap antidepressants, which they do have the normal ones there too.
So if they have the normal ones there too, why were you taking the cheap ones to begin with? When you were taking these cheap antidepressants or whatever, didn't you realize that they weren't working for you? So why wouldn't you have changed back to the ones that you are supposed to be taking?
Like staying put. I just don't like it. It's just how I am, you know?
This has nothing to do with you not like staying put, Chantel. If you could still be in Kuwait right now, present day, if you have not got evicted from the country, you'd still be there. You'd still be there. The only reason you left Kuwait because you were made to. And in Syria, you blew that shit up too. And the only reason that you're leaving Canada is because you can't get Salah there. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, BG can move. I just have to get her. So Amazon has these carriers. Like BG, no, I have to be mobile. Hey, Cocoa Pickles. BG has microchip. She has all her vaccinations. She has everything. What she needs is a health certificate. And she needs a carrier that's like soft mesh on all the sides so she can see out. And then you can buy some that are expandable. So it turns into like a big little house for her. Moving around would make me less depressed. I'd be totally reliable on Salah. Yeah, and I'd have you guys to keep me company. He doesn't have another wife.
You don't have internet. You don't have reliable internet in Syria. We know that for a fact. And how do we know that for a fact, ladies and gentlemen? because Salah wants nothing more than to do his own streaming on the couples channel, and he couldn't do it because the internet's so bad. We just seen proof of how the internet still works in Syria, and guess what? It doesn't. It doesn't work. So how are you going to have your people to chat with when you have no internet in Syria? She's so dumb. Sassy Cat says, what happens next time she wants to flee Syria but doesn't give enough donos to fly BG back? It's highly likely. Sassy Cat, I don't think that we'll see Chantel back in Canada. I think when she leaves, if it happens, she'll never make it back to Canada again. And thank you for the support. And you could take that for how you want. Either she'll PA in Canada or she'll end up in another country. She'll never come back to Canada. She financially won't be able to do it, and whatever fuck shit that she's done in Canada while she was here and throughout her history is not going to work out in her benefit to ever return to Canada. She'll never be able to right those wrongs. Desi's mama says, if a family doesn't know, find out she is there, the shit is going to roll. So Law might get hurt physically. That's possible. I think there's a good chance. I mean, I'm 50-50 with his family knowing. I don't know. I think there's a possibility he isn't telling them. And I think there's a possibility that he's convinced them that he'll take care of it. He'll make sure she's contained. He'll make sure she doesn't have any outbursts. He'll control the internet shit. And he'll make sure that he compensates them well for her being in Syria, if he's told them. Thank you for the support, hun. Corvid says, I hope they have her on a fuck no, you can't fly list. Now that would be funny as shit. Corvid, maybe. And thank you for the support, hun.
She's frightened. She's not very socialized, but she's going to be okay. Like, she'll be sedated and the cage will be covered and stuff if she does, you know? If things don't work out in Syria, I'll probably go to a country that is easier to live in, like move around every 3 months or something. I don't know. Hey, Snarky.
If things don't work out in Syria, I'll probably go to another country and then move around every 3 months or so. She's running from Canada, and there's a reason for it. So when everybody is talking about, oh, I don't think that she's going to leave Canada, I think she's going to Cornwall, I think this is just a grift or whatever, you're sadly mistaken. She can't stay in Canada. I mean, she can, but there are going to be consequences of her actions. And that's the part that she's running away from.
I don't know. There's options though. Like there's, Dubai is very accepting of nomads. Portugal is very good for nomads. That's even closer than Canada. Won't you miss living in a place where you can speak?
This shit sounds bonkers. If it doesn't work out in Syria, I'll just figure out whatever countries I can go to and squat in. That's no fucking plan. In her condition,
English. Yeah.
If you're listening to what she's saying, Canada is completely off of the possibilities of her living
in Canada. It's not going to change. Like where I am is not going to really change. You're going to miss me. Why? Hey, Anna. I mean, look at Julia. She's fine in Syria. She's happier. She's got a whole yard to chase hasherats and olives. Vietnam.
Yeah, I think all of that comes into play, Beck, like her bankruptcy, her taxes and everything. But I think the main thing is it was really hard for Chantel to find this place that she got for her when she was in Syria. And if a lot of us are right and she hasn't been paying rent and she's actively going through an eviction, which I think is a big possibility, the eviction just doesn't go away because she leaves the apartment. Like it's there, it's on her rental history. And not only that, she doesn't, I've been saying that for so long and people have been fighting back against that. She doesn't financially make enough money to pay her rent there. So she couldn't get approved for an apartment. Even if she could get approved for an apartment, she can't pay for it. She can't live with her mom. I don't believe that her mom would even be willing to let her live there. And if she did out of desperation, there would be lots of strict rules for Chantel to follow, which she would never do. Her stepdad lives there. There'd be no live streaming. There'd be no shenanigans. She would make her be productive, make her shower, probably make her get a job. Chantel knows all of this and she wants no part of it. So all of that comes into play here. Hello, Bailey. If she moves to Syria, we will never see her in Canada again. I agree 1,000,000%. This will be the end of the Canadian arc. 100%. And thank you for being a member for 16 months, hon. Chantel Skinny Psychosis, your time to shine, girl. Those taxes are catching up. Run, cutie, well, wobble. And she is. At least that's her plan. Thank you for being a member for 15 months, son. Fundu says this is the third time she gave up a home and cats for Salah and has made zero effort to come to her or meet her away from Syria. Desperation bees. Yes. And I believe this is going to be very entertaining to watch. When and if she gets to Syria and she gets settled, it's not going to be the greatest. It's going to go back to the boring content, but that is going to only last for so long because Chantel will not be able to help herself from telling us how absolutely miserable that she is in Syria. So I am sat for this. Rojo, hello. Hello, Yabba. My plea is for no Beezers, pay for BG to go to Syria. My heart is breaking for the thought of that kitten hearing gunfire, unrest in a strange place. Heartbreaking over this. Here's the thing, Rojo. Do I think that Chantel is going to grift to get BG to Syria? Yes. Here's the catch. She's not going to take the money that she receives from the donations to get BG to Syria Because not only, again, is it a big financial stress on her to get BG to Syria, she can barely get herself to Syria. And then to get a cat there also, it's too much. And she's well aware of that. But she will accept donations. And then at the last minute, say something happened. They couldn't let BG go. She had to leave the country. She had to part with BG. It's so sad. Hopefully you all understand. But thank you for your donations. And if you want to refund, I happily will not do that. That's what will happen. I don't believe that BG will leave Canada. At least I hope. Rojo, thank you for the support, hun.
Syria is not the same as Kuwait. Like, they don't have the same government in place. Canada has more resources to improve your health. It also has a lot more temptation to damage it. Hey, Aaron, I need to go to a place with no effing DoorDash. Like, for real. Like, I need no DoorDash. No DoorDash, no weed, because I cannot quit while I'm here. Like, I'm just, like, so dependent on being in another state of mind. I don't know why I'm so unhappy here. I don't think you guys can understand because you don't feel the same way as me. Hey, you know, I had pizza. Luxury style. Yes, white boy Steve. In Thailand, too. The story you told us that your mom was shocked your mobile was so sad. You said you can't walk anywhere. We were worried. Thank you, Victoria. I know I can walk. It'll just be like I have to get doing it. Like, we have to. Mobility bees. Like, there's no time to waste. He's not going to cook for me. I'm going to have to cook for myself. Less than 2 months. They do have really attentive doctors there. Like, I remember telling you guys when I would go see a doctor, I sent you pictures. They're not glorious hospitals in his village. But if I were to go to Damascus,
that's not the information that we presented yesterday. Actually, it's the exact opposite. She's not going to get any kind of health care in Syria. Sometimes it snows in April. Hello. I'd be scared to return to a country where I call the citizens dogs, not just dogs, inbred dogs. Happy Saturday, Yab and Sham. Happy Saturday to you too, girl. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Jay says, I don't think she'll make it to Syria. That's a possibility.
Or like other parts of Syria, they have really nice hospitals that are like, they have one hospital that's all marble. Like, it's really just depends where you are. His village is very traditional. I'm going to watch your Syria content and see if you were happy. Hi, Nona girl. I wish you peace as you really think it all through. Maybe watch some of your old videos. Yes. You should walk around. I know I did a standing. I need to do challenges every day. It's not just that he's doing things with his family when he's not with me. Hi, 20-piece McNugs. It's that, hey, Glitter Bomb. Where's your comment? I think it got withheld, Top Chat. Or no. Where can we donate for the travel fund?
Salah has told her before she comes there, kind of like Salah told her before she came there the first time, how things were going to be. Don't come here. You're not going to like it. You're not going to be comfortable. We don't have all the luxuries that you're used to. And she said, oh, no, it's fine. I can make do. And she gunted off anyways. Salah has told her exactly how it's going to be. I'm not going to be able to be there. I'm going to be gone a lot. I have to deal with my family. I have to, quote unquote, work or whatever. And she's agreed to this, just like she agreed to it the last time. What she thinks, all she wants to do is get her gunt in the door And then she's going to start her manipulation shit, and she's going to start throwing tantrums, and she's going to start, all of the same shit that she did before, and try to get things to change where Salah is with her 24/7. Just us. She wants it to be just us. Maybelline Queen says the websites say not to bring your pet right now because of impending strife. And Canada says if you go, you're on your own. Girl, you in danger. And she knows it. As much as she wants to sit there and say that she's going to be just fine, she knows everything that's happening. She's just in denial. Maybelline Queen, thank you for the support, hon. Radioactive Gaming says she has admitted to lying to throw people off. That is true. And there are lies sprinkled in with the truth. The lies being probably taking BG there. What else? I don't know. I would have to think about it, Radioactive Gaming. But do I think she's going to Syria? 100%. Or at least going to attempt to. Drama B says, go. We will enjoy the joy Syria will bring you. Yes, every single moment of it, Drama B. And thank you for the support, hon.
You don't have to, just like, being here and watching. But if you want to donate, you can have my PayPal, which is probably in the description of my new videos. But change to live chat. Yeah, it is on live chat. Well, I won't be alone because I'll have you guys. If I go, I'm not 100% like for real or not, but this is just something I'm thinking of. If I did go back there, the number one thing that I keep thinking about is Julia, my husband, the lack of temptations, minus Shisha, of course. Having like a good healthy routine, like getting up, going live with you guys, maybe tending to it, like I could have a garden. Like people live a very simple life there, and as long as you're keeping busy, you're not going to be lonely. Thank you, YouTube lover. Yeah, they have pharmacies all over, guys. They have my Symbicort. They have my Cyprolex. Cyprolex, I decided to try. I was looking at the pharmacy. They said what happened was they said we have a different kind of antidepressant that has similar, but it was only 80 cents.
Jenny Notepan says, hi, Yaba. Her return to Syria will be a great time. Agree, girl. And thank you for being a member for 18 months.
I was miserable for certain things, but let's see. If I could have my own apartment, which to live there, it's like $200 a month rent. Yeah, Syria has the worst internet connection in the world, I know. But Salah said that he upgraded and it's better. So we'll see. I miss Sam a lot, yeah.
Then why hasn't Salah proved that? Why hasn't Salah done his live streams on the couples channel if the internet is so much better now? How come? Sassy Cat says she implies the move depends on her health and mobility. She has proven that she can't change. Could she really travel to Syria with the cat and the road trip from... The road trip might be a different situation. That road trip for Chantel this time around could possibly take her ass out. Will she take the cat? Probably not. Will she get on that plane regardless of her health, no matter if she has a medical emergency in the air, thousands of miles up? She will. She doesn't give a shit. She'll at least attempt it. Sassy Cat, thank you for the support, hun.
Yeah, he has to divide his time. I don't think it's a huge mistake right now. It's not really up to you though, isn't it? Salah's decision. In his house. Yeah, but
this man wouldn't piss on her if she was burning alive. The only thing he would do was roll her over, take her wallet, and leave her there in a big flame ball. But yet she's giving up her whole entire life to go off to Syria. Love that for you, cutie.
If I go there, the main things I'll need is a whole new internet system set up. If my apartment doesn't come with it, if I go, a car, and it's I think about 12. I think it's about.
Can you imagine this motherfucker driving around Syria of all places? I mean, we seen her ass in Kuwait, and that she was hell on wheels. But now her plan is to get a car in Syria, and she thinks she's just going to be gunting all over the place, taking her live stream camera and sticking it in everybody's face like she did in Canada. Oh my God.
1,200 US, and Salah told me it's a whole it's a solar system that you have power all day and night. You don't ever have to worry about not having power. So that's not bad.
Salah, the salesman. has already sold her on a new upgrade for a solar panel system, the best internet that Syrian can provide her. You got to wonder what the upcharge is on all of that. Hey, Summer, don't forget, she gets off on people worrying about her. Yep, that is very true. And thank you for being a member for 13 months. Sounds like a dream, girl.
Invest now. Say you're in need of a caregiver.
Top of the line.
Oh, it's not that. It's not the visa. He can't come here right now because of his responsibilities there and his family.
100% the visa. You gave that shit away 2 days ago when you talked about we need to meet up in a country that he can go to. Knock that shit off. Everybody knows Salah cannot go to Canada.
Cornwall. Have you ever lived in Cornwall? Hi, Deb. Yeah, I had a couple of pieces of pizza. And I might get, I don't know. You don't want to uproot his life and make all these changes. It's not that. It's just that he can't. Like, people in his culture are different. When people get sick in that, we put them in a home and they have someone to take care of them. There, when your family gets sick, you have to take care of them. Plus, he has his business too. Dee Dee might take, imagine having to live there with them. Oh my God. Might get what? I don't know. Because I was thinking last time, remember that I was all by myself and I was paranoid? And I'm like, maybe I'll get myself some protection. But I'm kidding. He said I would be priority and he would spend like 3 to 4 days a week. Maybe more.
3 to 4 days a week. God, I love this shit. Can this happen sooner than later? Man, I want you to be in Syria like tomorrow. Dungeon and Roses says, why would she need to pay rent at her husband's other property? She can't even lie right. Exactly, Dungeon. And thank you for being a member for 30 months. The shit that she says makes no sense.
Yeah, I had to go to another country.
You sound like a priority with 3 days a week, girl. Chantel's the weekend wife.
No, if I go there, I will take cash with me and then the rest will be on and buy what I need to buy here. And then the rest will be Salah to take care of all the bills and take care of me.
Just like old time's sake, huh?
Why not all the time? Because of his responsibilities, why he can't come here.
Look at Shifty Eyes. Look at the way that she looks down after she says that. Man, some things never change. Chantel, when she tells a lie, can never make eye contact.
Of his responsibilities, why he can't come here. Like, he can't.
I love that shit.
Can't leave his business right now. He can't leave his dad. His dad, like,
you know what? If you say it a few more times, we might actually believe you. I'm lying, we won't. But still, it's funny to watch you repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and try to convince people that Salah can totally go to Canada, but he just doesn't want to because his responsibilities in Syria. Okay.
Moved to be there in his family home with him because he's not well. And he loves Syria. Now that the war's over, he wanted to go back. He prefers, So, never announce when you're going to travel with cash. A business arrangement, then a marriage? No, but marriages are not just love. Like, the love is the main thing, but you also have to build a life together,
Get a load of this motherfucker telling us about love and marriages and how relationships work, would ya? Show us how it's really done, Chantel. Please, we're unaware, all of us.
His dad is older and not.
We're all single, desperate, old, decrepit. I don't know. 1 foot in the grave, obese women. You tell us, girl.
Well, yeah. Back to Canada. I don't know if I'm going to come back.
That's crazy. That's your home. You don't know if you're coming back to Canada ever? Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Do I believe that Chantel is telling the truth here? Yup. I think she's fucked her life so bad up in Canada that she really has no option when coming back to Canada. Like, what could she do? She'll never get a job. She'll never make any kind of no significant amount of money on the internet anymore. So she's pretty much fucked. Her best bet is to go into a war-torn country where she can squat in somebody's family home or maybe get herself a little $200 apartment and hope that her social media doesn't tank or she lose monetization.
Back to Canada. I don't know if I'm going to come back. He can spend a few days of the week. It just depends. I don't mind that. I don't want someone to live with me 24/7. Like, we were fighting, we were butting heads. Like, sometimes I would tell him, go hang out with your friends, please. Because men get bored and they get like they're needy and annoying sometimes.
Thanks for telling us what men are like, Chantel, because God knows nobody else in this community has any idea what having a husband is like. Thank God for Chantel, right, ladies? Sweep says, what if Salary is in Kuwait and this is his final revenge? Would make for great content, Sweep. I just don't think it's a possibility. I think he's in Syria, more desperate than ever. Thank you for the support, hun. Becca Boo, hello. I think it's a grift. She's saying all this BS to get money and last minute tell the Beezer she isn't going and Salah benefit from her quote unquote moving fund. You think what? That she's just going to stay in Canada because she can totally afford that? Very far-fetched, but who knows? You could be right. Thank you for being a member for 55 months, son.
You know, so is it really safe here? You might not get out this time. First sniff of danger. Bye, Portugal.
Oh my God, I just messed it up. These motherfuckers haven't seen each other in almost a year. It's not like this is a relationship, a marriage where these people have been together for 10, 20, 30 years and they're sleeping in different bedrooms at this point. They've been married for, I think, 3, going on 4, and they haven't seen each other for a year. And their plan is to see each other a couple of days a week. That sounds exactly how a marriage is supposed to work, Chantel. Hey, Naps. Would it not look suspicious to the Canadian government that she was snooping around classified areas and a couple of months later heading to the Middle East? You would think. You would think. But I think somebody over there in Canada is asleep at the keyboard. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Damn it.
Like, so dependent on being in another state of mind. I don't know why I'm so unhappy here.
I hope this is around where we were.
I don't think you guys can understand because you don't feel the same way as me. Hey, you know, I had pizza. Luxury style. Yes, white boy Steve. And Thailand too. The story you told us that your mom was shocked your mobile was so sad. You said you can't walk anymore. We were worried. Thank you, Victoria. I know I can walk. It'll just be like I have to get doing it. Like we have to mobility bees. Like there's no time to waste.
So when can we expect that content to start happening? Today? You're moving in a couple of months? You've convinced yourself what? You can start 2 days before your travels to Syria and everything's going to change? Right. Bertha says, gonna say, bend my heel. He has a kid for a very long time. She's a second wife and he'd send money home to Noor. First wife, final answer. You have been saying that. I got to give credit where credit is due, Big Bertha. You've been down on that hill since day one, girl. And thank you for the support. Looks like you might have been right about that. Hey, Billy. I was on a flight that emergency landed because a guy said his appendix, oh my God, 10 seconds before wheels touched the ground, he farted and was feeling much better. Foodie Beauty is going to ruin everyone's vacation. Hello, Paul. Paul says hello to you. That is a very big possibility, Billy, that she could have a medical emergency while up in the air on an airplane. Thank you for the support, hun. Liz says, hard to tell what she thinks she can do and what she can and can't do are very different. Does she want Syria? Yes, but it'll probably kill her. Oh, well. And I think she's aware of that. I think Foodie Beauty is well aware that this trip could finally take her out. But at this point, it's either die or don't. The saying exists for a reason, right? Liz, thank you for the support. Plum says, I didn't see death nesting hidden in Salary's desert shack on my 2026 card. Here for it. Do your family the favor and go before you ruin the holidays. Ain't that the truth? Let's me have our holiday season in peace. Plump, thank you for the support, hun.
He's not going to cook for me. I'm going to have to cook for myself.
Okay, we were here already. I'm scooting up. I think we were here. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't see the gray line. My bad.
One big perk is Sasa, to be honest. Do you ask?
You hate kids. You complained when you were in Syria that she was stealing food away from you. You were food aggressive with the child in Syria, and you constantly complained about the kids playing and wanting to be around you and how the parents left all their kids with you. You hated that shit. But that's the one perk, one of the perks of going to Syria. Do you think that we believe that shit?
Syria? You have family and friends in Syria? I will be able to walk. Don't want BG to go to Syria. I won't let anything happen to her. Just like Julia, she's fine.
Julia's fine. Black Ops says first time she finds texting cheating evidence, she will want Salah with her 24/7. After that, the arguments will never stop every time he leaves. Oh, they're going to start almost immediately when he gets there. Because here's what's going to happen. She's going to go to Syria. She's going to expect, since she's just got there, as any woman would, right? For her husband to spend a lot of time with her. And he's not going to be able to do that. So she's going to immediately get in her feelings and start arguments as soon as she lands there. She's crazy. Black Ops, thank you for the support, hun. Greeny Noodles, thank you for the super sticker, girl.
I am scared of bringing her anywhere because I don't know how she'll travel, but whenever I travel with her by car to bring her to the vet, she just sits there all quiet. So I don't know. Yes, because I wasn't established. Like when I went to Qatar, and it's because his house was like, I wish you could have seen it before. It didn't even have a Western toilet, nothing. Like I would be renting a really nice apartment like near Damascus or something, or if not that, then it would be, it's either that if I do go or in a village on like family land in like a house there. Hey, Jill. But Julia's from Syria. BG's used to the AC. Leave Bernie, look at me. I need to think of my marriage too. Yeah. I know some people will understand, some people won't. And for those who helped me get back to Canada before, I appreciate it so much. Like it really, at the time, I really wanted to come back here. And I spent a year, like, you know. No, I won't depend on anyone. You know, I won't ask for help if people want to help out. No, he's not true. Of course.
You do understand the main reason that Chantel is finally admitting that she's going off to Syria. Like we're all on the same page with that. 1.9 thousand votes. Man, I should have kept it up just a little bit longer for the 2K votes. Is Chantel returning to Syria? 52% say yes, and a whopping 26% say no, and 22% are scissoring the fence. Finally, some redemption, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the fuck I thought. It's a good day to be in girl world, I tell ya. Art, hello. A lot can change in a year. She has no idea what he is like now. I've been saying the same thing. She might bite off more than she can chew if she tries her shit this time, especially as forgiving as Salah might seem to be, because he still obviously wants the grift from Chantel. It's all about the scam, right? You think that he's let go of the humiliation that she has done to him on her social media platform, not only to him, but his family? You're on his turf now, big girl. Again, watch out for the Merce. Art, thank you for the super chat. Good luck with that, girl. Back to the reason that she is finally admitting that she's going to Syria. Not only is she so fucking giddy, she can't help herself to tell everybody, but there's more to it. Because she's gonna want money. She's gonna want people to donate. Her plan is to try to get her community gassed up and hyped about her traveling to Syria and all this. The same thing that she did when she was in Syria, and the way that she presented Canada, and we're gonna do this for Halloween, and we're gonna go there, and she even said it verbatim. Villa 2.0, donate now. Now she's doing the same thing, that she wants to go back to Syria. So the main reason that she's came online and she's basically telling everybody where she wants to go is so she can get her beezers on board and they open up their purse and give her money for all of these things that she wants to do. It's really that simple.
He's going to shoot. He has to keep his family in mind too. Hey, Kenza. You've promised improved mobility 4 years. Yeah, I know. Well, it's not really, I mean, I don't know if I should promise something like that because it's not something I can say for sure. That would, looking at it.
What exactly does she need the mobility scooter for? I got to know. What did she need the mobility scooter for when she was in Syria? she did nothing. She went anywhere. And she was able to go on a few outings with Salah's family, but she made them absolutely miserable. That's the reason, because she was so out of shape and she couldn't really walk then. Present day, she really can't walk at all, right? She's going to go to Syria and she's going to be basically bedbound in Syria. You don't need a mobility scooter when you're bedbound.
Rose-colored glasses.
She has Salah, and he'll stock up on groceries and probably drop by food every single day and at least stop in to say hello and cut the fuck out. Other than that, she won't need to move.
Maybe. My magical thinking. Look, for most people from the West, moving to Syria would be like never happen. You know, my health has declined here, and I think that it would improve if I lived a more natural life, if I'm honest. You know, no, my health was bad when I was at the villa before I met even.
No, again, we don't fucking know. How many times do we have to tell you, hey, MC, trying to get your shit back together? I'm assuming you're home. Good to hear it. Hey, Jazz, her Funkle brain doesn't realize he comes from an honor-killing culture, meaning he can be luring her there to get the family honor back. I mean, I don't know much about that. I'll leave it at that. But if you say so, girl, and thank you for the support, hun.
Anybody when I was not dating.
I don't necessarily think that him or his family will harm Chantel, but I don't think that Salah is going to be as loving and kind to her as he's been in the past. He'll leave her rot for a few days before he decides to, you know, drop off some groceries or whatever. I think he might do some sick, twisted shit like that that'll really get to Chantel. But again, what do I know? I really don't know anything. Maybe it's a possibility. Anything. I mean, is there any police in Syria to protect Chantel if something was to happen? I don't think so.
Anyone? Salah was not married, no. You owe yourself first, yeah. Thanks, Glitter Bomb. I don't think most people would understand that. Like, if I had never gone to the Middle East and experienced life there, if I saw somebody like that Alex Sunny girl or...
Now, here's the thing. I don't necessarily think, and Jazz, thank you for the support. I don't necessarily think that will happen, but I think Chantel is putting a target on her back, just like she did the first time that she was in Syria with all the upgrades and everything. I think this time is going to be a lot more different. I think that she's in danger as far as like other individuals and strangers who don't have a whole lot, who maybe, you know, want something. That could be a possibility. I could totally see that happening for sure.
Anybody moving to Syria would be like, you're insane. So, I mean, I get it, you know. Just sitting in AC in a different country. Oh, the villa. I had to vacuum those stairs. Foodie will do what she wants. She won't listen to the opposed to her moving. It really ideal because we don't think Salah's going to make you happy. He does make me happy. He does. You guys don't see our conversations every day, you know, our chats are... He's very, very loving and attentive. Is he perfect? Has he made mistakes? Yes, but, you know, we've moved on from that. Only responsible for GBG and myself, yeah. Being with Salah is what, yeah. You know. I didn't want to be there at the time. I don't know even, like, you know. Hey, Grudge Holder. Syria and Iran was totally different before 1979. I bet. So was Afghanistan. All of these, like, I don't know. I mean, my boyfriend is Iranian here in a non-permanent residency. I'd move with him back to Iran, but he has the wherewithal to know it isn't a good idea to do so now. Oh, in Iran, yeah. There's no active war right now in Syria, but it is like right in the middle of conflict. But I mean, nowhere is 100% safe. Like, let's be real. Look at my kitchen. I need to clean. Fall is coming. Ew. Okay, we need to do a glow up era. This 42-year-old is gonna look like a 60-year-old soon. BG, as long as BG can come with, yes.
Ma'am, you're already there.
Victoria, yes. Maple TP. I am not doing anything in my life that doesn't involve my cat. Like, if she cannot be with me in life, forget it. No, I'm not gonna miss the snow.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And because she said it, you can believe it. Just like the other cats that she abandoned. This one, this time, it's different.
Syria's in conflict with lack of government. Yeah, I know. It's kind of a all my stuff if I move, sell it, give it away. Sort your health out first, but then go. Well, yeah, like I would have to make sure I have enough CPAP supplies, Ozempic. Like I would just have to stock up. I don't know. But they do have pharmacies everywhere, you know. Not 100% threshold. I'm just saying, like, if I did go, those are the reasons. Bye, boneless couch. We hardly knew you.
Oh my God, that's a great emoji to bring back out. The traveling gun. I love to see it.
I don't think I'm in a position to refund. Did I say that? I don't remember. So I'm just hoping you guys understand.
No, they don't understand. They don't care if you're in a position to refund. You said that you would give people's money back if you did not stay in Canada. Pay up, cutie.
Did they ship boneless couch to Syria? No. Can you imagine a freight thing? Don't worry, no. They do have Ozempic in Syria, I guess, but it's probably more expensive. Hi, Teardrop. What's your picture? Oh, kitty.
Hey, Dinky.
I took my Zempi last night, eh? Scooty rumbling through the Syrian desert on the way to KFC. It's not as expensive to go to Syria than it is. No, a flight to Syria is one way is about 800. Did I miss anything? People are just assuming I'm going to Syria, so I was entertaining that and the thoughts about it. Imagine how friggin' the life there is hard. But it can be like comfortable and it's not as expensive. You've laid the plan completely out. Oh, the ladle. I'm going to ask for the ladle. And then I'm going to sell it. Hey, Bally. Nina, proud beezer. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, guys. Good old rage bait. I'm not trying to make people rage. Indubitably. Sorry. I don't think I can afford to right now. Thank you, Nina. What job would you work? I don't need to if I go there. Maybe grow fruits and vegetables. No, I don't have the plane tickets. No. You could sit in a wagon attached to a camel. Oh, yeah. A greyhound to Syria. What, through the ocean? Oh, they can do that. Instead of billions of dollars on war, make a tunnel underground to go through the ocean. I love you wherever you go. Thank you. My passport is valid for 4 years. I want my 76 cents back. I keep you on your toes. I think you should dream for your own home and land and work towards that. It's too expensive to live here these days. And like anti-Muslim. The water bus as a beggar. Yeah, maybe I'll go on TikTok and beg. Thanks, Belly. You should auction off BG. No way. Yeah. She goes on my scooter now on the chair like this. 38 cents. Hey, Star Twinkle.
Yes, she's using anti-Muslim as a way to convince the Beezers that she needs to leave Canada. Right.
I can't live without my BG. Switch it up. Christian therapy and exercise. What? Christianity and Islam are very much alike, by the way. What if you collect donations to stay? Nah, I don't know. GLP-1, I would get like a few months worth, I think. Like I'll talk to my doctor and say, if I travel, then I need to travel. Hey, Ray, you said that about all your cats. No. All I had was Sam and BBJ, which we all know the story about that.
So the people who believe that Chantel is staying in Canada, right? With the way that Chantel is acting, what does she have to be happy about? Like, what is the plan? Just to go from one apartment to another? Cheaper rent in Cornwall, being around her family who she can't stand, maybe being closer to Pete, who really honestly she can't stand either. I just don't see it. I can't see it. I wish I could. I just don't.
And then Smokey, I don't really consider he was like my cat for a week, but he was a resident. Yeah, Smokey didn't work out. And then Julia, I still have Julia, but I just don't have custody right now. Like Smushy Face is a pro traveler. She has a pet pass.
I think she lied about giving her notice because she hasn't been paying rent any damn way. She's in the middle of an eviction. That's what I think.
Or BG. I didn't abandon 4.
I don't know if that kind of shit is public. I know people were able to dig up big skids, non-evictions over there. So maybe eventually that'll come out. But I do believe that she's in an active eviction.
Cats. Julia's not abandoned. Smokey, well, so he's not my cat. He's a pain in the ass, and he's fat.
I think she decided a long time ago, especially when she lost her monetization on YouTube and she had to pivot over to Kick, that she could not afford to pay her rent. So she basically said, fuck it. She knew it was going to take a long time for them to get her out of that apartment. And by the time that time came, she was going to get her way back in Syria. And if not Syria, then she would leave and she would go to another country. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. That time has came.
Okay. As long as we have space from each other. How much money does Salah need for Julia? I don't know. He's never said. He's never asked me for money for her. The cat food is really cheap. Don't body shame Smokey. BG I think it would be super stressful move to take her somewhere, but she socializes fast enough. Like she's already warmed up to my aunt, my mom. She doesn't like my sister. She always hisses at her. I don't know why. She only likes Saros. I got to learn Arabic in general. Yeah, it's hard. Smokey was a special kind. Europe? Europe is expensive too, though, no? What if Julia and BG don't get along? The main reason is I want to be with my husband, right? I want to be with my family, like that family. So.
I want to be with my family. I want to be with that family.
And I don't know how to do that.
And Salah wants to be with his family. That's why you're going to be his weekend wife, cutie.
He's going to be living in multiple places, Salah, with me, with his family, his dad. Hey, Cheesy Toe. A drop-in husband, yeah. Part-time husband. That's fine with me. Trust me, I don't mind.
This is all for her to let Salah know that she's okay with his demands. She has demands, and so does he. He's came with his list of demands, and she's came with hers. One of them is, hey, I'm telling you right now, I won't be there every day. There's only a certain amount of time that I'm going to be able to spend with you, and you're going to have to be okay with that, or you can't come here. I think it did take a while I think Salah wants Chantel there, but he's also concerned with the problems that she can cause there. So it took him a little bit to be convinced to feel safe enough to allow her to come to Syria. Rabbit, hello. Reminder that every time she throws out the I was Christian, she said one thing that's changed since Salah was that she is now believes in God. That is true, Rabbit. And thank you for the support, hun.
Yeah, I've lived in Kuwait, Syria. I understand people's concerns about them because I did have issues back, before, but yeah. Let me I'll be right back.
Blue, unfortunately, that's not my department. That's Big Skid's department. Maybe that will be her next expose. That might be something that might really be worth the fuck, other than exposing Teardrop for being a responsible pet owner. God, you're gross.
Why is my nose like this? Hey, Dillard!
Hey, Connie girl, yawn. Haven't we already seen this season on the Beezer show? This is why the support group is so great. I agree, girl. We just seen this when she was leaving Syria. It's the exact same thing. And thank you for being a member for 55 months, hon.
Hey, Trendy True North. I miss the Villa era. I know, but the Villa era is finito. This time things would be different because I made sure that he assured me that they would be. So I don't like having people. If I stayed at his family home, I'm not allowed to use that space to go live with you guys and show you the whole house. Why the doubt? You have done this before. You'll be fine, but you have to follow your.
Oh, you can again. She can't go live and show the whole house at the second family home. That's interesting.
Thank you for answering our concerns. Everyone is just worried about you. I know, Nina. Thank you. That's why I'm not mad. I understand what people's points, and they're valid.
I don't think this Chantel is sniffing the white powder. Not a chance in hell.
100% valid. It's not just like I'm moving to Portugal or a comfortable place.
She's manic because she's manic. It doesn't take drugs for Chantel to be as manic like she is right now. She's manic on the thought of her manipulating her way back into Syria. It's really that simple. There are no signs, in my opinion, of hardcore drugs for Chantel. No.
But number one thing is, if I was to stay at his family home, for example, there'd be people under the doorbell. There'd be people over every single day. If I have my own place away from people, you know, that's very different. I'm just getting some Wawa. I seriously encourage you guys.
What the fuck is Wawa? What the fuck is Wawa? 1-year-olds speak like that. It's so disgusting hearing you talk like that. It's not cute. It's not quirky. It's gross.
If you're looking to try,
Of course, I know what Wawa is. I'm not like actually asking Tammy what it is. I know what it is, but it just.
try the Middle East and tell me like how you feel. Even Cardi B went to the Middle East and liked it. I think Beyonce did.
Cardi B and Beyonce are millionaires. Beyonce is a billionaire, I believe. That is not your position, cutie.
Too. It's not how you guys think totally. The people are nice. The people are really nice. Maybe too nice. You go to Dubai? Let's try out Yemen. The people in Yemen look nice. I swear, guys, I'm not trolling. I swear. I'll do a meetup in fucking Middle East then one day, and you'll see. Europe? I'd like to travel there one day. Teardrop, let's move in with you. Move to BC. FFG is going live exposing a beezer. So, there's nothing that anyone could say about my beezers that will make me turn on people. I don't care. I'm leaving Canada to long-term travel in many countries soon. Oh, you're not going to go to the Middle East? BS. I'm off to Paris, Amsterdam, and London. You got to remember, a lot of European countries don't feel hijabi friendly, like especially, I don't know. She needs to show her face before, yeah.
Okay, I don't care about the FFG drama, but I do want to fast forward because I promised you guys on Twitter that we are going to watch the choke scene together, and that is what we're going to do. And then I got to get out of here. I got some stuff I got to do today. Let's see here. I believe it was at the 2-hour mark. God, this is going to be great.
Deep in here. Not all Christians. I didn't read the Bible when I was Christian. I mean, I did Bible study in school. It was mandatory. I don't remember anything, really. There was like some whale or something.
There's like some
And the Quran on audiobooks. Yeah, I need like a dumbed down version. Like really. Like Quran for dummies.
Money shot. All right, here we go. Let's have speed, shall we? Actually, let's start out with normal speed. And then we'll tap it back because we're sick fucks, aren't we?
Get the Quran on audiobooks. Yeah, I need like a dumbed down version. Like really. Like Quran for dummies.
Dude, look at the way the water's just drooling out of her mouth. It's so disgusting. Look at it. Look. Do you see the stream of water and spit coming out of her mouth? Oh my God, dead.
Like really. Like
She's like, really? I don't even read the Bible. That was God. That was God, Chantel. A sign from God himself. Shut your mouth.
Quran for dummies.
God damn.
Sorry.
This is why, ladies and gentlemen, you don't drink when you're lying down. It's so dangerous. Oh, we're slowing it down, baby. Probably more than once. Yeah, fuck the Bible. Hold on. Let's see here. Speed. There we go.
for dummies.
Scoot to the light, cutie. Oh my god. Ew.
Sorry.
Okay, babe. You got some on your chin. Right there. It's right there. Right there. Look at that. Oh my god. All right, one more time for good luck.
We're on for dummies.
Kyle.
Sorry.
You gonna get a paper towel? Anything? It's okay, Kay. That's where all the cool people are gonna be. Thank you for the support, hun. Worth it.
I would sit right beside a judge and raise my hand. I do not have or use any other name.
As the girl said, her dead deer headlight look. That's exactly what it looks like.
Names.
Recover, girl. Get your CPAP. Hell, this is an emergency. Her eyes even changed colors. Look at them. They're yellow and red. Well, now that we've given you a sneak peek of what Syria is going to be like, ladies and gentlemen, I can assume that we're all excited. I know that the Middle Eastern arcs have been quite boring, but there is lots of potential here. Hasley, thank you so much for upgrading your membership to official support group member. We appreciate you, hun. Thank you for joining. And I, for one, am looking forward to it. And after today's stream, I am again, as I have been the entire week, dead set on Chantel will return to Syria. Stay tuned for more. Hasley says, I'm not poor. I want to chat. Upgrade it. Well, girl, don't forget, you got access to the Discord. Go over to the community tab post and you will see a link posted there. If you can't get in, send me an email and I will shoot you a link. And thank you for the support. Thank you all so much for showing up, showing out today. It's been an amazing time. I will see you guys Monday morning. Stay tuned for more fuckery. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.